Good morning, guys. I hope you guys are well today. I'm trying to wake up. How about Bitcoin, man? Bitcoin flying up to over 56,000. That's crazy. Hey, what's up, Omar? What's up, Nick? Hey, yes, sir. What's up, Ali? What's up, Chris? What's up, Ligia? Let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. What's up, Daniel? The only 4 point. What's up, bro? Nick, Drew. Good morning, team. I got my Master Chief mug here today. What are y'all watching this morning? What's up, Jack? What's up, Moses? What's up, Omar? What's cracking? Chilling, man. All right. This is what I'm seeing right now. I mean, we got Sheeb that pulled back some here. We got Sheeb that pulled back a little bit. Here's Bitcoin though, man. Bitcoin just flew. It's up to it hit over 56K. It's at 55K now. 55.5. What's up, Billy Ray? Hey, good morning, man. Yeah, we're watching SNDL for sure today. Definitely watching SNDL. But most of crypto's popping up. YFI, which I don't know much about, it's up to 37,000 a token. We got Matic, which is up to 140s. We got ZRX, which is up to 107s. Cool, man. All right, guys, man. Whew. Who's on this track? This track is Toby Tranter. This is the mission, is what he's. What's up, man? Hey, good luck, Chris. Hey, I hope it does, bro. I hope it does, man. Yeah, like we can look at SNDL. I mean, SNDL, or not SNDL, CEI is what you said. Yeah, CEI is up to over 2s again, which is good news for it. I mean, it needed it after its huge, 75% drop that it put in. And yeah, this is a good sign for a CEI. It needs it. You know what I think I'm gonna do, guys? I think I'm gonna make my streams not listed. That way it doesn't like hurt my videos. I think that's probably the smarter move. You know? Because like, I don't know how many people actually go back and watch the replay of the stream. And the way I see it is like, look, if you don't catch it live, tough. You're SOL. You know, I would rather make it so that you can't go back and watch it. Because what happens is that anytime I try to drop a video, it kind of hurts the rest of the engagement I get. You know what I mean? So like what I mean by that is if I drop it, okay. If I drop a live, I'm stumbling over my words here. If I drop a video during the week, let me explain, Ali. So if I drop a video during the week and then the next morning I live stream, instead of people seeing that video as my next form of content, they see that live stream. And so it skips in front of the video I do, and it makes people see my videos less, if that makes sense, right? And so the way to counter that is just to make it so that it doesn't publish to my channel once it's done. That, you know, because there's two things you got to consider here. Number one is how many people are actually rewatching the stream later on. I think that number is pretty low. I think it's less than 100, probably. You know, judging by, like, I can look at my stream views and see how many stream views I get, and then, you know, make my assumption there. Let me check it out. Like, let me look at yesterday's stream, for instance. And I can look at how many streams, how many views it got over the last day after the stream yesterday ended. So let me check it out real quick. Hold on. Yeah, the video has gotten 200 views since it was published. Let me make sure that number's correct. Yeah, so that video. Yeah, that video's gotten 200 views since it was published. I don't know if 200 views is worthwhile to keep it listed, you know? Yeah, exactly. I started early, Playmaker. Yeah, for sure. Which is all good, man. Like I said, the way I counter that is by just not publishing my videos. I gotta figure out where I do this, where I edit this. But the way I do that, the way I counter that is by just not publishing my streams once they're done, by making my streams just disappear once they're done. You know, and I think that's how a lot of people do it. You know, I think that's how a lot of people do it. And so I think that's what I'm gonna start doing. You know, y'all will be all right. You know, I just got to figure out where I do that at. Hey, what's up, Playmaker? What's up, High Performance? What's up, brother? I jumped in at 1 after the fall. Nice, Chris. Good entry, brother. But yeah, we got CEI on the run here this morning. We also have SNDL. Look at SNDL, which is a cannabis stock, I believe. It's up to 76 cents, 75 cents. So that's looking interesting too. Tesla making big moves today. People thought it was a dividend. Yeah, it looks interesting. All right, now I just got to figure out how to control where my stream goes when it's done. Allow people to create shorts using parts of the stream. What? I gotta find out where I do this. All right, so I need to find out where this is going to go unlisted. Hey, what's up, Hammer? Hey, good morning, bro. What's up, Clinton? Hate SNTL. Yeah, man, I've been seeing SNTL for a while now, bro. Here's Tesla. Tesla's at 790s. I finally got a haircut, man, and I needed it, dude. My haircut was necessary, bro. My son got one, too. You know. All right, I got to figure out how I do this, man. There's got to be a way that I can control where the live stream goes once it's over with. Maybe I could go to the stream. Give me 1 second, guys. Because that way I could really focus on putting out more video content, which is what I would love to do. Yeah, unlist live when stream ends. There it is. All right, cool. That way it doesn't block out my old videos. I think I would prefer to do that. What's up, Frank? What's up, Rod? What's up, Catrice? Good morning. What's up, Ryan? Good morning, team. I hope you guys are well today. But yeah, so that's what we're going to do from now on. So again, guys, listen. To restate what I just said, once the stream is over from now on, we're just going to automatically delist it from YouTube so that it doesn't block any videos I upload, because I think that's the way. You know, I really do think that's the way, you know. So, yeah. Still holding my 42 million shares of Shiba. Hey, good luck, bro. You know, good luck, dude. I wish you the best, bro, with that. I just want to restate this true fact. I hate taxes. Taxes are stupid. You know, I mean, I don't mind paying taxes, but like my taxes are dumb. You know, like stupid dumb. Like I run a small business. You know, Uncle Sam's getting a freaking chunk from me, and it hurts, honestly. You know, it's a good thing. I mean, I made a bunch last year, right? But it's like Uncle Sam's getting a chunk of that. You know. in my opinion, it's a little bit too much, you know. But like, hey, let me know if you hate taxes in the chat too, because I'm kind of mad about it. I've been venting about taxes for the last week because I got the October extension, and now I got to send Uncle Sam a bunch of very large money orders, and it's stupid. Don't your daily videos get thousands of views? Oh, sure they do. Yeah, I mean, ride the lightning. It's up to you, brother. Of course, it's completely up to you. I don't want to influence you one way or the other. There, I will say that I have been depositing and withdrawing lots of money from them for at least the last 2 months. So like I've been putting in thousands of dollars, withdrawing thousands of dollars on the regular with BitGet, and I've never had any issues. I'm pretty sure you just deposited the smallest amount. I'm pretty sure you just deposited too little of money into the account. And it does say, to their credit, Rod, I got your back, bro. You know what I mean? But to their credit, it does say that the minimum amount to deposit on their platform is $140 or whatever it was, right? So if you deposited 50, it's probably gonna get lost because it's below the minimum that you have to deposit. So that's why your money's lost, bro. Just to and I hope you get it found, but that's probably why, bro. Hey, what's up, Uncle Smoke? Have a tax preparer? Yeah. If you delist them right after the stream ends, then you'll only get maybe 1,000 views a day, right? No, that's not true at all, Bob. So like, on average, I can check my stream. Like when my stream ends, on average, it ends with about 3,700 views, right? 3,700 is about what we get in about a 3-hour span. 3.5 hour span, about 3,700 views per stream. It's about the average. Every day it's about the same. Right now, for some reason, when it uploads to YouTube itself, it doesn't show up as that much, but we get it on, like, we're pretty close to exactly 3,700 views per stream, And so the problem with the streams uploading every day is that it kills me in the algorithm. It really does. It kills me in the algorithm. It makes my views perform. It makes my actual videos, not my live streams, perform worse. Because what happens is that if I want to upload a video during the week, which I do, I'd love to upload videos during the week, and I know you guys would like to see that too. But if I want to upload videos during the week, what happens is that I might upload the video, and then the next morning I live stream, and that puts my live streams in front of the video. So anybody that looks at my channel, they don't see the video I just uploaded. They see the live stream that's already over. You know what I mean? And so they're just kind of like, oh, well, I don't want to watch a live stream, and they move on with their day. Where if I delisted the live stream like a lot of people do, then they're going to see that video forefront and center, and like that's the logic there. And I think a lot of people do that. A lot of people that live stream do that. Yeah, because honestly, my tax guys, like last year, I spent probably like $5,000-$6,000 in assets, at least, to be honest, and like as a small business owner, I can deduct those assets completely. I can deduct those assets completely because if I'm spending $5,000 or $6,000 on something, at least it's a business expense, and I can deduct that. And I certainly did. Like I bought an Alienware R11 for basically $2,000. I bought these huge monitors, which were all at least 1,000. You know what I mean? I bought a laptop that was 1,500. I bought a bunch of stuff last year, and so it should be a simple, hey, this is how much I spent. So I calculated how much I spent on all that stuff, and I got the receipts and everything. And I send it to him, and I'm like, here, these are my assets that I purchased last year. And he's like, and last year he didn't make me send him the receipts and do all this like meticulous stuff, right? Because like I had it written down, and so I just kind of sent him my list of like money. I rounded it to the nearest dollar, which you're allowed to do, and I sent him what my asset purchases were, and he wants me to send him every receipt for every purchase. And I'm just kind of like, bro, like I have that information, like I have it, but like why do I need to send it to you, dude? Like why do you need to see it? Like listen, if the IRS comes a knocking, I'm gonna have that info. You know, like I got it. Like honestly, if the IRS comes and knocking on my door, they're gonna owe me money. They really are, because I round everything down, you know, in terms of like my expenses. I round everything down to the nearest hundred. And so if the IRS comes to knock it, you know, they're gonna owe me some money. And I try to tell them that, like, look, bro, like, don't worry, you know, like this is way less than I probably this is way less deductions than I probably should be doing, but I play it safe with the IRS, you know. But I digress. I'll stop whining about taxes. Anyways, we got CEI on the move. CEI is up to 212s. Yeah, it's like, okay, I sent you less than the minimum and you won't accept it, fine. Yeah, I mean, listen, to their credit, Ride, most platforms, like when you buy and send cryptocurrencies, right? And this is just the truth for anything. Like, for instance, like if I send crypto to the wrong chain, I'm probably not getting that money back, bro. Like if I try to transfer USDT coin through the TRC chain, I'll put it this way, if I put a TRC20 chain code into Coinbase and try to transfer that, it's going to process it and I'll never see that money again. That's not just BitGet. That's anywhere. That's Coinbase too. You know, so like my point is that you got to make sure you check all your boxes when you transfer crypto, because you'll get it lost if you don't do it exactly right. You know what I mean? And you know, like I said, I'm sorry I'm sorry that happened to you, but I'm just giving, like, that's something I've learned in the crypto world, you know. Yeah. What's up, SPAC? I have a tax girl that has done my taxes for the last 15 years. She saved my butt account a few times. Honestly, what I'm still mad about, and Dad, if you're out there listening, I'm mad at you, bro. You know, like I came to my dad and I told my dad how much I was making with this business, and you know, and like I've got a few different ones, but like I told him how much I was making here, and I was like, yo, I need to do an S corp. Like I need to file for an S corp. I have an LLC, but I need to file my taxes as an S corporation so I can pay myself a salary and then write everything else off as expenses like S corps are allowed to do. That's the benefit of an S corp, is that you can just pay yourself a salary. Say I wanted to give myself like an 80 grand a year salary. You know, and these are not my actual numbers. I'm just throwing some numbers out there. Say I wanted to give myself like an 80 grand a year salary. Everything else aside from that I brought in on my business account would be an expense. You know, to keep it super easy and allow me to keep myself more organized. And my dad was like, nah, don't do that. And I'm just kind of like, dude. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sorry you had that happen to you, right? You know, like I said, all I know is that I have lost a little bit of money with transferring USDT. Not the same thing, but a similar thing. So, you know, it happens, brother. Like I said, no worries either way for me. I hope you get it straightened out, dude. What's up, Umbrella? What's up, Clinton? Shib pump will begin soon. Robinhood is listening, Shib. Maybe, bro. But yeah, right. Really, the easiest way to get around that is just to transfer it from another platform. Like that's usually what I did in the beginning anyway. I just transferred. I bought some coin on Coinbase and I just sent it over to BitGet, and I got it in like 20 minutes. And please don't think I'm trying to like make it you versus me or anything like that, because it's not me. It doesn't matter to me either way. I'm just trying to give you some kind of, tips on how crypto trading and depositing kind of is. It's a real finicky type of thing. With crypto transfers, you got to just make sure you get it exactly right, or the money will get lost anywhere. Yeah, DATS. I see a bunch of people watching DATS. It's moving some. We're watching that too. Yeah, no, you're good, Rod. I get it, bro. DATS, PALT, AEHR. What about PALT? What did that one do? I mean, I saw it rip yesterday, and then it faded, and then it ripped, and then it faded. So we'll watch this one to see what happens, but I'm skeptical. We got AEHR that moved up, and it's popping a little bit here. We got Bitcoin sitting at 56K, but I think this is wrong. I mean, this is futures on TOS, so we'll see what happens. We got SNDL at 75 cents here. We do have SNDL at 75 cents, so we're watching that. Yeah, Bitcoin already hit 56K earlier, I believe. Here's this is what I see for Bitget right now. So Bitcoin hit 56K earlier, or at 3:38 in the morning. So Bitcoin at 56K, it's currently at 55.43K. So interesting for sure. Hey, nice, Greg. Hey, that's what we do, bro. Added more CEI, about to rip. Hey, good luck. 58.6 is a big resistance level. Hey, good luck, brother. And also, Rod, if you do want me to kind of get you in touch with somebody that might speak a little bit better English, let me know. I can get you in touch with somebody on my end if you really need me to, bro. Just let me know, because I can, As always, I got your back. You've been a long-term supportive of the channel. And so regardless of whether you like Bitget or not, just let me know, and I'll try to get you in touch with somebody I know on my end if you want that straight. All right. Top three, Spacula, top three, bro. What are your thoughts on SDC as a long hold? It's trending upward within a range. I don't know, man. I think that I've talked about SDC before, and please don't hate my channel if I don't like it. It's not that I don't like it. I'm just skeptical of I think that they're vulnerable as a company in terms of like what they offer. I think that when they got in, they were early, but I think that there's going to be a lot of competitors sprouting up for them pretty soon. And I don't know what the margins are necessarily like with this type of business, but I think there's going to be a lot of yeah, I got you, Rod. No worries, bro. All right, so yeah, I got you, bro. Hold on 1 second. Let me ask him. All right. Yeah, I reached out to him, bro. All right, so I'll let you know when I hear back. Rod, I got you, man. What's the float on CEI? The float on CEI, yeah, but Small Direct Club, I just think it's in a vulnerable position here as a company. You know what I mean? Okay, so to understand Small Direct Club, I've seen a lot of different companies come out and offer mail-in braces, mail-in retainers, mail-in teeth products. And so with that, they're going to have a lot of competitors on the rise in this niche. And they're also going to be in a vulnerable position because I don't know what the margins are necessarily like with this, but I do think that it's just I guess like what I understand for SDC is like it's another mail order subscription. And like I know those were hot for a little minute, but I'm wondering how long that's going to sustain, and I wonder if this is going to slow down, if this niche is going to slow down, and if there's any competitors that are going to rise up from this. And so with SDC, that's kind of what I see. If I look at the long-term chart, it's not like super bad, but it ain't good, and it's down to 650s right now. It opened the year at 13s, you know, or 11s to 13s. Let me see where this opened at 1330s, and so it's at 6, so it literally is down almost exactly 100%. It's at 650s, and so yeah, it's down 100% since then. Not the best long-term outlook, and it's kind of what we expected here. So, you know, just be careful. Looking at the numbers, like the actual float numbers. Oh, I did get a response from the people from Fintel regarding my app, which is cool. So the float is 105 million for SDC. You need to code an add-on for TOS that does the opposite of what I do. Honestly, I think every trader has kind of had that thought, bro. I remember when I was first starting trading. Listen, bro, it'll get better, dude. Like I said, what I was doing wrong in the beginning was I was trading the wrong strategies. I was just trading the wrong strategies, and I would be loyal to the worst strategies out there. You know, like I would take very quick scalps, and I would randomly just buy the stock as soon as it broke the pre-market high, and then the pre-market high would reject it. I wouldn't hold through it, and then it would just slam down. You know, instead, one of the big universal things that I changed with regards to my system is that I started to wait for more confirmations after breaks, right? So if I'm going to trade high of the day breaks, I don't just buy it when it breaks the high of the day. Same thing with low of the day shorts. Like when I take low of the day shorts, I don't just short it when it breaks lows. Instead, what I do is I wait for it to break those levels and like move in a range over those levels first, and then confirm those levels as either support if I'm going long or resistance if I'm going down, if I'm shorting. And once I waited for that confirmation and bought after that confirmation, I had so much better results, right? The other thing that you can do better is just organizing your trades a little bit. I'm not saying you specifically, Jason. I'm just saying anybody in general that is struggling. Another thing you can do that helped me is just organizing my trades. Like organizing my trades. Like if you watch me enter a position nowadays, regardless of what I'm trading, whether it's AMD, MU, Apple. Yesterday I traded GROM or PALT or something. But regardless of what I'm trading, organizing my trades and coming up with an entire trading plan before I enter that trade is absolutely crucial because it's going to keep me less stressed in that trade. If I get into a trade, you'll hear me now. If you watch me trade today, you'll hear me say, hey, this is where I'm going to get out. If it breaks this level, I'm stopping out. This is where I'm going to take profit. And I know exactly where I'm going to get in and exactly where I'm going to get out in every single trade I take. And that helps me stay calm in the trade because think about it like this, right? If you build a full trading plan before you enter, you should not be stressed whatsoever in that trade. Why shouldn't you be stressed? Because you know exactly what you're supposed to do. You don't have to worry or guess. You could just say, hey, if it hits this level, I take profit. If it hits this level, I'm out. and then you stick to that level no matter what, I can jump back in. Even if I get stopped out, I'll get right back in if I think it looks strong enough. And so I don't see anything wrong with that. But sticking to my risk levels initially and then waiting for the sentiment to change a little bit before jumping back in is really important. And it honestly, those are the two things that helped me the most, was that I stopped buying random high of the day breakouts and I started to wait for confirmations, and I also just started to attack a specific trend. And then number two is I started building full trading plans before I get in. When I first started trading, I would just buy stuff because it looked good. You know what I mean? Like I would just buy it because, oh, well, this looks good. I'm just going to buy it. I had no plan. I would just randomly enter a stock because of FOMO or because it looked good. And I would end up losing because I didn't have any plan. And so I would hold my losses way too long. I would cut my winners short, which I still kind of do, but on a different level. And that ultimately caused me to lose a bunch. I would get frustrated. I would take trades without planning them. I would just kind of jump in and get stopped out and get frustrated and take more trades. And that just doesn't work. You got to be more organized with your trading, and you got to just build an entire plan before you get into that position so you know exactly what you're going to do afterwards. And like that will help your trading massively if you start to do it. Like massively if you start to do it, because you'll be organized. It'll be less stressful and you'll be able to see things a little bit more clearly. So I hope that makes sense. What's up, Mo? Hey, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Yeah, CEI is flying this morning. You too, John. Hey, what's up, bro? How's your crypto days? What do you like in crypto, Mo? Talk to us. What do you like in crypto, bro? Man, I fell asleep on the game yesterday. Who won, the Rams or the Seahawks? My Astros won. Rams. I feel kind of bad for the Seahawks. They got so close to winning a Super Bowl a few years ago, and then they just pooped the bed afterwards. I knew CEI would fly back up, but for how long? What do you think? I mean, I don't know, man. I think that it's up, but it's certainly not reclaimed its gap. Like it's reclaimed about 25% of this big move up. It went up to 5. It's back up to 1. It's back up to 2, basically right now. So currently it is right here. So it's reclaimed about a third of this move up. It looks like, so about a third. So it's got a long way to go. What's the symbol for Harmony One? No. What's the technology of Harmony One? And where do they have it available? Do they have it on Coinbase? Coinbase be advertising everything. And then when you try to trade it, it's like, nah, you can't trade it. But it's like, okay, well, why did you put an ad on Google that said Harmony One on Coinbase? Like, I could look at the chart anyway. Let me see what Harmony One is doing over here. We're watching it. But we also have SNDL move a little bit today. Cannabis stock down to 73 cents. Hey, nice. Come on, cuz. San Francisco is going to be epic. McCovey Cove, here I come. What is McCovey Cove? Oh, also, I got the green light for my app here, guys. So I got the green light for my app here. So here is my app. And I got the green light to be able to use this data for free. Hold on, guys. Forgive me, I gotta exit out of a bunch of old stuff that I've got up. All right, let's just get a new terminal here. But no, I got the green light for my app to use. And so, I guess I got a port open. I guess just open it on the new port. So I did get the green light from them though to use my app. That they said I could use it. That the data I'm pulling is allowed. Cool. Jada put a limit order for CEI options, but I still don't see it. Will my order go through for the options? So I'm not sure, Mo. You got to check with your open orders wherever you're trading on. Also, you need to, you need to check with your open orders, and also options can't be traded. Options can't be traded before market open. I'm gonna upload it to the App Store. Silver. I'm gonna upload it to the App Store. And honestly, this app is really useful because, like, check it out. Yeah, let me put it up here. Hey, why is my thing running so slow? It's taking so long to open this thing, man. I just want to run it in a web browser. Is my app dead? All right, maybe the port's open. Let me find this. I might have the port open somewhere. I do. Here it is. Duh. My mistake. There we go. Let me just open a new terminal. This should work now. I've closed the port. Yes. Where's the other port up? How many ports? Oh, I see it, man. I do have another port up, man. I got 2 ports up here. There we go. The problem when you got 4 monitors. All right, so here's the app. Ah, there it is. It popped up right next to the old one. Anyways. So here's the app, and this is what it's useful for, all right? So, like, if we look at this here, this is where it really is useful, all right? So this data is all, publicly available. So what this data shows me here is that I gotta get this country thing out of there. Here, I'm gonna fix this country thing real quick. Hold on, let me fix this. Oh, here, let me move this so y'all can't see my key. Okay, good. It didn't break my app. Boom. All right, cool. All right, so here's the app. I got rid of the country thing because you don't need it. So now it's like you just enter the symbol. So BABA. We want to look at BABA. Boom. Shows us the BABA. The change in short ratio is 1%. The short volume ratio is 21%. The short volume is 89 million. Or 8,905,000 the volume. But then the more detailed data here is that if we want the full short report, like Ortex level data, we can click this. And it'll show me all this stuff here. So you can check it out. So it'll show me the short interest ratio, the short interest percentage, the dark pool short interest, the volume, the dark pool short volume ratio at 45%. And then it shows you a full short report from Fintel when you click on that, right? So this is like Ortex level data for free. And so that's why I want to upload this app. And we'll probably try to get everything straight. You can also see the entire short volume ratio down here at the bottom. So yeah. It basically allows you to look up any stock. We can look up CEI today, and we can go to CEI, and check out CEI and see that the short volume ratio change overnight is 14%. 14% change. Yesterday's short percentage was 23%. Today's short volume ratio is 37%. So the change is 14%. And again, you can see the actual short volume chart here, but you can click on this to get the full Fintel short report, and it'll show you everything. So we got 0.05 days to cover, 23.5% short interest float. Dark pool short volume is 329 million. Dark pool short volume is 57%. And so it gives you a lot more data that you can use. And again, that's kind of Ortex level data. And so, yeah. But no, I'm gonna upload it for free. I got the green light from them. I can. And so, yeah, just give me like 2 days. I gotta do it to the App Store. Let me make sure. Let me check. Let me put this thing on my phone real quick. Make sure there's no bugs. Bear with me, guys. I just gotta download the app to my phone, make sure it works smoothly. I might need to check it. Wait, did it break? What happened to my app? Did it break? No, it didn't break. Okay, good. Why the heck is this breaking it? Why would this break it? Okay, there we go. No, it works. All right, guys. But yeah, let me know what you're watching today. We got CEI popping up here. Let me see if we can find a catalyst for CEI. 1 second, guys. All right, so CEI's got 249 million in the float, so a pretty large float here. Looking into this, CEI investor alert: Rosen leading investor counter encourages Camber Energy Incorporated investors to inquire about the class action investigation. So the Rosen Law Firm, top-ranked global investor counsel, Rosen Law Firm, global investor rights law firm, announces an investigation of potential securities claims on behalf of shareholders of CEI resulting from allegations that Camber may have issued materially misleading business information to the investing public. If you purchase Camber securities, you may be entitled to compensation without payment of any out-of-pocket fees or costs through a contingency fee arrangement. The Rosen Law Firm is preparing a class action seeking recovery of investor losses, and you can join that here as well. So that came out. So they said that the report stated that the company, quote, has failed to file financial statements with the SEC since September 2020, is in danger of having its stock delisted next month, and just fired its accounting firm in September. The report alleges that Camber only has one real asset, a 73% stake in an OTC traded company, Viking, with a negative book value and a going concern, warning that recently violated the maximum leverage covenant of one of its loans. The report further alleged that the company's ESG Clean Energy tech license is a joke. Finally, the report also alleges that the most fascinating part of the CEI actually has to do with something far more basic: how many shares are there, why has dilution been spiraling out of control, and that the market is badly mistaken about Camber's share count and ignorant of Camber's terrifying capital structure. Estimating the company's, quote, fully diluted share count is roughly triple the widely reported number, end quote. So that is the report that dropped. And I mean, with that said, CEI is up to 220s here. Now, of course, I can't guarantee that any of this stuff is true, but that is the report I'm seeing here from the Rosen Law Firm. Basically, they're suing them. So yeah, we'll see what happens there, but interesting here. What's up, Kyle? AEHR. So yeah, CEI is up to 222. Here's AEHR. AEHR just spiked it up to 1740. 1740s for AEHR. All right, guys. Which accounts for the sudden bump here? Hey, what's up, Kyle? Happy Friday, brother. It's a false report, John. Maybe. We got AMC up to 38s. We got SNDL back over the VWAP at 75 cents. We got CEI up there to 224. It's about to break highs potentially here. SDC. Shit is about to pump. We'll see, bro. All right, team. CEI new pre-market high. Yeah, see CEI absolutely ripping up this morning, guys. Up there to 220s here. 220s for CEI. Crazy momentum coming through. CCXI, CEI, no hold. Yeah, CEI is up to 220s here, guys. Yeah, look at CCXI here. What is this? So this is ChemoCentryx. All right, so share spike $20 upon resumption for ChemoCentryx. What happened? So it was halted for a status update. Does anybody know? So they approved, FDA approval happened. So I'm guessing they reported FDA approval of their biodrug and anti-neutropal cytoplasmic antibody, ANCA associated vasculitis. Nailed it. And so that's probably what they were halted for. So we're going to see what happens with CCXI, but that's probably what they were halted for here. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing as well. So yeah, well, we'll see. Is your app cross-platform compatible? Well, yeah, I'm gonna hopefully be able to upload it to iOS and Android. So hopefully, you know, it's React Native, so React Native is universal to both of those. But yeah, CEI is ripping. What's up, Bob? CCXI? Yeah, CCXI is flying. Really, we should be looking at CEI, though. CEI is flying up. Let me know what your favorite stock is today. Let's ask the group here. What's your favorite stock today, guys? Does SNDL have a catalyst? I'm checking for that one right now. We're gonna see. Right, so SNDL is Sundial Growers. They have to have a catalyst of some sort, right? All right, so yeah, they bought another company called Alcana in a $346 million Canadian. So that's 346 million Canadian all stock deal. It's probably like 250, 300 US. Yeah, so we got SNDL, which is a cannabis stock, and then we have TLRY, which is almost at 11 right now. Do y'all see anything else? CCXI is a big watch. It's pulling back some. It's at $30 now. But yeah, CEI, SNDL, and then of course we got Bitcoin that we're watching. A lot of people are watching, and Ethereum. Ethereum is up to 3,600 plus. So looks interesting. But yeah, SNDL is an acquisition. What else we got here today, team? Okay, so we got AFC. We got Apple. We got CEI. That's about it. CEI is the only good looking one. EFTR. Here's EFTR. This is Effector Therapeutics. It's up to 1450. Let me see why for EFTR. But EFTR is up. I'm looking at something that came out yesterday that says that they're up after the company, in collaboration with investigators at Baylor College of Medicine, announced the presentation of new data for zotalifin in animal models of triple-negative breast cancer at the 2021 AACR-NCI-EORTC International Conference of Molecular Targets and Cancer Therapeutics. Nailed it. But yeah, they're basically they're presenting data for their bio drug at a conference, so we'll see what happens on that front. But yeah, they had encouraging so I'm looking at what actually happened. So they had encouraging preclinical data in breast cancer for their biotech drug. So we'll see what happens. All right, so let me catch back up on everybody. All right, so SNDL 2 billion float scares me. SNDL CEO also put out a message to investors saying essentially SNDL needs its investors to hold their shares and not sell to restrict the growth of the company. Yeah, but when you're diluting your company left and right, why would anybody want to hold? You know what I mean? Like, no offense. I mean, think about SNDL from a real perspective here. Like I said, SNDL is one of those companies that yeah, that's exactly right. What do you expect the investors to do if you just keep adding shares to the float? You know, and it's not even, I mean, if again, I've talked about this story numerous times, but back when this, basically what happened here, guys, is that when Biden was elected, I ended up buying a bunch of cannabis stocks because and so yeah, so let's see what we get. Yeah, I mean, the problem with SNDL is like right after okay, so basically, let me go back to what I was saying. So right after Biden was elected, I thought that cannabis stocks would run because Biden, you know, was more friendly to cannabis stocks or something like that. I can't remember what the thesis was at the time, but I thought that there would be a correlation between Biden getting elected and cannabis stocks moving up. Now, once he got elected, that is exactly what happened, and they put out some news saying that he would, okay. Yeah, they put out some news that said that he was being more friendly towards cannabis and all that good stuff. And so at the time, I ended up getting in a little bit early on SNDL because of that kind of story in the market. Like I started to jump in a little bit early because of that story in the market. And now it ended up getting pumped up, and I got really lucky that I caught this big move. But when I was getting ready to sell my position, I was getting ready to sell it at like $3.60. I had a ton of people just get mad at me. You know, a ton of people told me that I was going to miss the boat, that I was dumb, that I didn't know what I was talking about, that SNDL in a week would be at $10, and all this just sensationalized BS from people, right? In hindsight, I got out here. And so that was a pretty good exit in hindsight, because again, I understood how this was going, and eventually they just diluted their company to heck and back, and now it's at 64 cents, or it was at 65 cents. And so the problem with SNDL is simply the dilution. This thing's got 2 billion with a B in the float. Like, they have diluted this thing so much that it's going to be hard to make it put in any type of huge move, because there's so many shares floating around out there. There's billions of shares in the float now. So they have diluted their company so much. And so the CEO requesting people to not sell, I mean, I get why he doesn't want people to sell, but I think that you have to look at his actions, not what he says. And if they're diluting their company to billions of shares in the float, it's usually not a good sign. And, you know, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Like, even on this really big acquisition where they just bought a company that, like for SNDL, this is a big acquisition. Like, they just bought a company for $346 million Canadian dollars. And so that's a big purchase. That's great news. That should be great news for SNDL. But even with that news, it's up like 10 cents. You know what I mean? And so even with that great news, it's up like 10 cents. Now, maybe it runs some more, but to be honest, the historics have shown that this isn't really the healthiest company in my subjective opinion. So we'll see what we get, but, you know, I'm skeptical of this. Yeah, with a B, you know. And I get it. Some of you guys might be invested in SNDL, so this might make you mad, me being honest about it. But again, you know, don't hate the player, hate the game, guys. But we got CCXI. CCXI just reclaimed the VWAP at 32s. Hey, so Ride, let me find you, Ride. So I got a message back. Ride the Lightning, where you at, bro? Message me, dude. I have somebody to refer you to with BitGet. Oh, there you are, Metal. I see you, bro. There you are. I'm emailing you what to do on Discord, brother. How do I push people to this group? All right, 1 second. All right, so you basically want to join their Telegram. Oh, here, let me get you the link. Let me catch back up in the chat. Right, exactly, John. I remember you explaining this during the first SNDL run. I believe that is when I learned the importance of float size. Yeah, for sure. Float size is massively important. Number one, not just because it kills the volatility in a stock, but it's also important. Okay. So what I was gonna say is that float size is important not only for the fact that it kills the volatility the higher the float goes, but also because it's a good judge on the actual health of the company. A company that needs to dilute itself that much to where it's got billions and billions of shares out there is not the healthiest company in the world. That's a struggling company that needs to sell shares in order to make money because they're not actually making money in business, right? And so the larger the float, number one, if you're a big established company like Apple or AMD, you can have a larger float because you got more people that ultimately want to buy the stock. But if you're a 75-cent stock that nobody's ever heard of and you've got billions in the float, you're probably just selling shares to subsidize the money you're not making in business. And that's a huge red flag in a company. And so with stuff like SNDL, that's kind of what's going on here. You know, they've diluted themselves so much. They're just not a healthy company, in my opinion. Now, maybe they could get in, they certainly could get manipulated and pumped up, but you know, there's risk. CEI still running, guys, up to 230s, 220s. Can you explain the wash sale rule to digital assets means? So the wash sale rule means that if you trade something more than once, you can't write it off. So if you trade something more than once, you can't write it off. That's what the wash sale rule means. All right, guys. Whatever happened to man? I got too many freaking links up here. Yeah. Yeah, basically the wash sale rule is when you buy or sell the same stock twice, you can't write it off. If you day trade the stock, so if I day trade AMD, I can't write off my losses, you know what I mean. Basically, what they're trying to avoid is people that lose money and then make money right back, and then try to write off the losses, but not report the wins. Basically, you know what I mean. So it's like they're trying to avoid that, and so what they do is they say if you trade something more than once. You can't write it off. Yeah. So again, by definition, the wash sale rule is that it prevents a taxpayer from taking a tax deduction from a security sold in a wash sale. The rule defines a wash sale as one that occurs when an individual sells or trades a security at a loss, and within 30 days before or after the sale buys a substantially identical stock or security or acquires a contract or option to do so. A wash sale also results if an individual sells a security and then the individual's spouse or company controlled by the individual buys a substantially equivalent security, uh, which it's basically within 30 days. It prevents taxpayers from deducting a capital loss on the sale against the capital gain. You know what I mean? So here's an example. If you buy 100, and this is actually very relevant to me. But yeah, here's an example, right? So if you buy 100 shares of XYZ on November 1st for $10,000, and on December 15th, the value of the 100 shares has declined to 7,000. So you're $3,000 down. You're $3,000 in losses. So you sell the entire position to realize a capital loss of 3K for tax deduction purposes. And then on the 27th of December of the same year, you repurchase the 100 shares of XYZ tech stock back again to reestablish your position in the stock. The initial loss will not be allowed to be counted as a tax loss since the security was repurchased within the limited time interval. And that's all quoting from Investopedia. Thank you, Investopedia. Where do we think CEI will peak? So yeah, CEI is ripping up, guys. It's at 240s here, 240. So I have no idea, to be honest. So I have no idea. Yeah. All right, so here's CCXI, but yeah, CEI is flying here, guys. Absolutely flying up. All right, guys. So, where's the ice cream truck? Hey, y'all hit that like button, guys. We got 230s here, 230s for CEI, still flying up. Let me ask the question. We're going to go ahead and ask a poll here. Here, we'll make this easier. Do you think CEI hits 350 per share today? Is a good level. I think 350 per share. Do you think CEI All right, so there's the poll, guys. Do you think CEI hits 350 per share today? Let us know. Do it now. So yeah, vote on the poll, guys. So 59% of you think no, it's not gonna hit that. And let me know why. Let me know why. Well, Wilton, I mean, I'm sorry, bro. You know, I haven't seen you in a few days, so if the first thing you're saying is complaining about the music, I mean, I guess it's up to you, but do y'all like the music the last few days? Let me know. CEI, no. I think it'll hit 285 today. CEI seems speculative, but I don't see any strong levels. I think it'll hit 285 today, unless the SEC gets called out and publicly embarrassed. They turn the other way. Gary G of the SEC. Love the music. Music is always on point. Music is great. Bro, the Halo mug. You know, Slade. You know, we got Master Chief over here, bro. I'm sipping out of his head right now. I know, Wilton. I'm just kind of messing with you, bro. What's up, Daryl? See, Daryl loves the music, though, Wilton. You know, you got to appreciate this music, sir. 3 looks like next strong support resistance level. Music is great, man. Hey, thank you, Steve. CEI is heavily shorted. There are multiple lawsuits pending about share dilutions. Yeah, we can pull up my app here to see what's going down with CEI too. So check it out. You know, we got my app here that we built. We can type in the symbol here. Right, the music doesn't have to be perfect, but the cadence and melodies are usually perfect for trading. Exactly. I mean, I don't know. I've washed this mug a few times, and it's actually held up pretty strong, bro. You know? Like, I've washed this mug a few times, and it's usually holding up pretty strong. You know, I've had this mug for, like, at least a week. So, yeah. So, hey, listen, guys. We can check out CEI here on the app and see that CEI has a short volume percentage change of 14% here. 14%. So, pretty substantial change in short data here for CEI. And if we check out the actual float numbers, you can see it's kind of trending up in terms of short volume. We can also look at the full short report here from CEI and see a short interest of 24.493, 0.05 days to cover, 23.51% short interest, dark pool short volume, dark pool short ratio, all that good stuff. No, it's not case sensitive. You can do whatever you want. You can type it in. So yeah, it's not case sensitive. I can type in CEI, or I can type in AMC all caps. It'll show me all of it. So yeah, it's not case sensitive. IFRX. Yeah, IFRX is flying up here, guys. Absolutely flying up. We also got like Dogecoin. We got SNDL on the move. I'll think of Dogecoin here, man. Check out Doge. We got a bunch of stuff moving. Here's Doge right here. So Doge is up to about 25 cents. Doge is up to about 25 cents. We've also got Bitcoin. Bitcoin sitting at about 55K. About 55K. We got SNDL up to 75 cents. Let me see what the poll's doing. We did do the poll here. You know, let's see what the poll actually says now. All right, so 78 votes. 49% of you think no. 32% think yes, and 19% think John is cool, which is true. 8 a.m. scrum. Yeah, I can. Jason, I can set it for that. Watch, I can set it for that right now if you really want that data like that. I just have to kind of edit it to change the dates. I can do that though. Basically, the way I'd want to do that if I'm actually building this app is I would want to, let me find the component that has that data in it. Wait, didn't I put yesterday's data already in here? Oh, I did. Okay, here, let me edit this. Got yesterday's data. And then we can put in like the last few days, really. So we can add that here. Give me 1 second. We'll fix that right now. How do I label that? How do I label 2 days ago? We'll have to figure out how to label this. That's the biggest issue, is that the labeling, to be honest here. What's the app name? I haven't really given it a name yet. So anyways, we got SNDL up there. We got CEI on the move too. So it's Friday, guys. Remember, Fridays are usually a little bit slower. What was that with CEI 3 minutes ago? It just popped up here, man. CEI is starting to rip. And the reason CEI is starting to go up here is I don't know why CEI is running. To be honest, this whole thing is kind of shady to me, in all honesty. Like, if I'm being completely real about CEI, I know we got some people here, but that are into CEI and all that good stuff. Like, I guess the only thing that I can see for CEI was yesterday they came out with something that said that they have no plans for a reverse stock split. Yeah, but who cares if you're diluting your company consistently? Who cares about a reverse split, man? A reverse split's not the weakest thing. A freaking dilution offering is the weakest thing, which they did hit y'all with like a few days ago. And so it's like, oh, who cares about a reverse split? What they care about is more dilution for CEI, and I think that's what a lot of people are worried about here. We got CCXI still trying. I see CDX. I see CDTX. I see AREC trying to pop up a little bit. I'm still looking at ABIO. We got GRNQ moving some. So we got a few different things that are moving here. There we go. CEI gonna run if it opens at 250. CEI super sketchy. Only positive anything. They said they increased earnings 248% if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. CEI has a cult following, plus news for the overall industry has been very good lately. They have their hand in a huge market. Yeah, for sure. Whole market is waiting for the jobs report to decide direction. Yeah, for sure. So we'll see. We'll see. Curious about it, of course. I'm not changing the subject, but I'm curious if anyone has any honest, truthful, factual, non-speculative information on Ross. I think he's on a vacation. Hopefully, I think the short hedgies have figured out how to exploit the hype and memers. That's what's going on with CEI. Yeah, I think so too. John, are you doing any crypto session this weekend? I might try to, Tanvir. I hopefully will be able to. It's been a busy time for me lately. That's the only reason I haven't gotten to any of that stuff yet. All right, make sure to vote on the poll as well, guys. We got 108 votes right now. 47% think no. CEI does not hit 350 a share. 34% think yes. So vote on the poll now, guys. Let us know how you feel. Volume of CEI will be insane. Taking profit CCXI key levels from earlier. Yeah, so we got GNO, we got SNDL on the move too. We got CEI trying. CEI's up there at 230s. Do we buy this dip on CEI? Let me know what you think. SHIB just broke resistance here. Yeah, we can bring up crypto, and here's crypto. So here's Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at 55.1K. We got SHIB here somewhere. Let me find it. And look at SHIB, guys. SHIB is ripping back up. It did crash a little bit, though. I mean, it hit 22s. It's back up to 24s, basically. So we still got some time, but yeah, be careful with this, guys. But yeah, there's SHIB. It's up to 24s right now. We got Ethereum up to over 3,600, which is great. Great news for Ethereum. We've got Bitcoin up to 55.185K. Let's see. There's Bitcoin up to 55.1K. Watching that. All right, cool. Bitcoin likes the month of December. Would you normally buy a dip pre-market on CEI or a similar penny stock? You just saw the CCXI 20 gap up this morning. Yeah, for sure. So with CEI, I don't know, man. I'm a scalper, guys. So the first thing you got to understand about me is that I scalp stocks. That's basically it. You know, I invest sometimes, but I'm mostly a scalper. I'm mostly a very short-term day trader. And so, you know, I'll sometimes buy the dip in looks of like short-term, you know, short-term bullish sentiment. And like, that's something I do pretty regularly here on this channel. So like what I usually typically look for is like a big gap up and then a confirmed support level, maybe like 225 here. And then I'd buy into that pullback. I'm not saying you should. I have no idea what it's going to do, but, yeah, well, why, you know, you never know. Bitcoin likes the month of December historically, yeah, for sure. What's going on with Plague? So here's the dip to that level that we drew here for CI. We'll see if that actually holds. Here's Plague. Plague is boring, man. Unfortunately, just too slow. PALT's back up to 870s after the big craziness yesterday. We got CCXI flying up here, guys. Look at this rip for CCXI. This is Chemocentrics. Huge move here. It's trading high after the company announced FDA approval of Tavneos and ANCA-associated vasculitis. So yeah, pretty big moves there too. Trading high after the company announced FDA approval of Tavneos and ANCA-associated vasculitis. Interesting. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, man. Yeah, you can use my strategies, and my strategies are pretty simple. Like what I use in terms of strategies, guys, is really, really easy. What I use in terms of strategies is super easy. Like basically what I'm looking to do is, I wonder if I could use YouTube Shorts and how that would work. How do I upload a short? Does anybody know? Do I have to use the YouTube app? Okay. Just realized Plague is in China. EFTR moved $4 with 600 shares at 3 a.m. Remind me how I lost $998 in 1 second. Scout back in September. Hey, good luck, man. Hey, what's up, James? Good morning, bro. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and end this poll for CEI. Again, with CEI, we see most people don't think it's gonna hit that level. All right. I wonder if it'll let me do a short here. All right, so yeah, if we're looking at profitable strategies, right, and we could use CEI here as an example, since CEI has had a lot of hype over the last few days. But what I'm usually looking for in terms of like bullish sentiment, let me find an example if we can on CEI. It's been volatile enough. We might be able to look at like BBIG as well. Okay, so yeah, here's a great example on CEI. Okay, so with CEI here, one of the most powerful strategies that you can ultimately use is just waiting for these type of stocks to actually hold and confirm a specific level over the VWAP. And so you can see it's kind of sideways here, moving back and forth over the VWAP. And the VWAP's telling you the short-term trend. But when we actually break over the VWAP here and we actually hold that level of support specifically right here, and then eventually move up to test these highs, that's CEI saying, hey, look, I'm in an upward bullish trend. And then after that, as long as it continues to hold that VWAP level of support, then you have a really easy trend to attack pretty consistently, as long as the volume as is solid with CEI is. Volume is absolutely crucial. So if you can find a stock like CEI that's confirming over the VWAP, it's holding every time it gets there, and it has millions of shares traded per minute, look at the nice upward trend it gave us on that specific day. Now, again, I scalped these moves because I don't want to get stuck in this big crash, but you can see for hours and hours after it held that first level of the VWAP here, it just consistently held that upward trend, and it's really easy and profitable just to consistently attack that trend if you can do it correctly. And so good luck. You know, see if I can turn that into a short. That's what we're experiencing. That's what we're experiencing. That's what we're experimenting with. So we'll see if that happens. Yeah, what happened with AEHR? I saw AEHR rip it up. So I did see AEHR rip it up. Let me see if I can upload that as a short. Or should I make a separate channel just for shorts? All right, so Bitcoin falling. So is Bitcoin starting to drop? So here's AEHR, it's at 1750s here, and here's Bitcoin. So Bitcoin did dump a little bit. It's still over 55K, and like that's what people got to realize. Like this is still a very strong move. Hey, well, good luck, Oscar. That's great, man. That's great, bro. Well, no, we're not talking about shorting stocks. We're talking about YouTube Shorts is what I'm specifically talking about. And be sure to y'all hit that like and subscribe button, guys. We do this live for free every single weekday morning right here on YouTube. So, hey, help support the channel, guys. Certainly appreciate it if you do. What are the trading hours on Top Step for futures trading? Same as the market? Or no, I'm pretty sure you can trade. There's only like an hour break every day. So I'm pretty sure the trading on Top Step is 24/7. I'm not 100% sure though. You want to make sure to confirm with them. I only personally trade it during market hours because that's when the most favorable volatility is really there. And so that's just me, but I'm pretty sure they're open all day except for weekends. I'm pretty sure they're open almost 24 hours during the day. Except on weekends. I think they're closed on the weekends. But make sure to confirm with somebody else first because I'm not 100% sure there. Yeah, so here's CEI bouncing right at that previous support level we talked about here. Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, well, that's nice. Well, that's nice of them, Silver. Hey, I appreciate you using my link, hopefully, bro. Yeah, it's risky, bro. I'm trying to make sure. I want to make sure that this goes to a short. Okay, so with CEI here, all right, so that's good. Hey, my man Adam C, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, bro. He said cup and handle forming on CEI the past week chart. So let me look at the weekly chart. Oh, you mean the past week chart? So we want to look at like a 10-day chart here. So let's look back for a week, which would be a week ago would be the 2nd. So that would be here. Well, I mean, it certainly looks like a cup, you know, and so I don't know if it's going to work. Of course, nobody does, but it certainly looks like a cup. Now, if it rebounds here, you got to see it hold over these big levels here. So you want to see it hold over like $2 and 250 and all these big levels first. But I do see the U-shaped breakout pattern, which is a nice little reversal sign. You can see the U here. You know what I mean? And we can pull back, rip. You know, so that hopefully will be a good sign. All right, so my TD scanners never worked pre-market like at all. I know personally with Swing CI with hopes to complete the cup, that stock is totally unpredictable. So yeah, we'll see, man. It's a tough. What's up, D? Yeah, good luck. Jobs report at 8:30 Eastern. So yeah, that's in 5 minutes, guys. So the job report dropping. Yeah, the job report is dropping here. The only thing about me publishing, so I have this video, this short. It's oh crap, it's too long, man. I just realized it's too long. Damn. So this is all a waste. Alright, so let me just save all this stuff then. I think I'll publish this short after the stream's over. I think we'll try to publish it after the stream's over. So that's what we'll try to do. I think that's a good idea though. Like maybe we'll start doing some shorts. Would you guys like to see that? Like just shorts on crypto craziness and movement. I think that would be cool thing to add to the stream. Maybe we could also upload them to Double T, you know, if you know what I mean, and start doing some stuff there. All right, so. All right, so let's exit out of this. Yes, please. Because I think a lot of people like watching shorts because they're quick, right? So I can teach you a strategy in 60 seconds. I really can, you know? And so if I could do that, I think a lot of people would want to watch it. And so we'll start doing that right after the stream today. Just be ready. You know, again, if you didn't catch me this earlier, what we stopped doing is we stopped posting the replays of the stream. So we stopped doing replays of the stream, guys. So you're not going to be able to replay the stream once it's done, because the problem with replays is that it hurts me. It hurts the ability for other people to see the rest of my content, right? Because we only get about 100 to 200 people that watch the stream after it's published, and everybody else watches it live. We get about, you know, anywhere between like, usually we get about 3.7 thousand views per stream. And so if we publish the stream to the channel, it just hurts it. So we're not going to do replays of the stream anymore. And instead, we're going to start putting maybe some shorts out there of some strategies during the market hours. See what happens there. The only thing is, like, I'm wondering if I should do that. The only thing I'm wondering is if I should create a short soul channel, but we'll see. Spy on so here's the market data that's coming out in 2 minutes, guys. The jobs report's dropping in 2 minutes. Yeah, we have it here. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, guys. I appreciate it if you do. What's up, Adam? What's up, Nikolai? XTZ coin, not on the channel. I want to learn how to short stocks. Shorts would be, yeah. Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm thinking, Ronnie. That's what I'm thinking, bro. All right, we got AMC up there to 37s, 38s. We got IFRX on the move too. Yeah, shorts that are highlights of the stream would be pretty cool. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So what I'm starting to do is I'm starting to just record a bunch of little gems from the stream. Like when I'm about to go over a strategy for like tech time, I'm just gonna record it, and then after the stream, I'll upload it as a short. And so, any specific strategies you want to see me go over right now? Hey, my man Sandman, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. LQSIF being acquired by SNDL. So what is LQSIF? So yeah, this is Alcana. So here's the thing, man. Here's the problem. SNDL had a great catalyst. It's acquiring that company for like 350 or something like that, 360 something Canadian million dollars. So 364 million Canadian dollars. So it's great news. The problem is that SNDL has done so many offerings on their books. The problem is that SNDL has diluted their company so much that a lot of people are skeptical in the long-term success of them. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but like I think a lot of people are skeptical of it. And so again, the difference between the reason they're different prices like that is because, so just to give you an understanding of actual stocks, right? The reason Alcana, which is LQSIF, you said, the reason this is a $6.45 stock is because if we look at the float here for LQSIF, this is Alcana. If we look at the float, it's got less than 30 million in the float, as opposed to SNDL, which has literally 2 billion in the float. And so if we look at the entire market cap, which is basically how much money these two companies have, right? Oh my gosh, I hate my freaking, this is so stupid, bro. Why does it do this? Every time y'all want to see me rage, watch my stupid computer just minimize everything accidentally for no freaking reason. Anyways, back to this. Dumb. Just dumb. Stupid computer. Anyways. Let me do this. Hey, thank you guys. Hey, I appreciate that. All right, anyways, guys, back to this. Hey, I see you. 1 second. 2J, I'll answer that in just a second. I wanted to show people this first. All right, so for instance, and I appreciate both of you guys. Thank you. But I want to show you the difference here. So right. So if we look at this here, right, and we look at SNDL, 2 billion. 2 billion, right, in the float, times 75 cents a share equals a market cap of 1.5 bill for SNDL, 1.5 billion, all right, market cap. All right, so SNDL has about a 1.5 billion market cap. Technically it's showing here 1.335 billion, but who knows how old that date is. Now that they're up to 75 cents, they've got about 1.5 billion market cap, right? As opposed to LQSIF, which has about, we'll just call it 36 million. I can't see what the actual float is here, but we'll just call it 36 million, and it's got a price of 6 times 45, or 6.45, right? So the market cap for LQSIF is about 230 million. And so LQSIF is about 4 times smaller than SNDL. And so they're acquiring a smaller company, is all that means. And that is ultimately what boosted SNDL here up to the 76 cent level where it's at. Again, the problem with SNDL is that they're just not profitable. They're not profitable. They're not a profitable company. They make most of their money purely through offerings. And again, if a 75 cent stock has billions in the float, that's a pretty easy correlation between the health of their company and the amount of float size that they ultimately have here. Hey, thank you, James. I appreciate the subscribe, brother. Thank you, man. Y'all be like James. Hit that sub button, guys. And here's the jobs report. Here's the jobs report that just dropped. Let me go over this right now too. So the jobs report just dropped, and then I swear I'm going to get to you too, Jay. I saw your question regarding privacy. So 1 second, I got you. Let me look up the jobs numbers here so we can review them real quick. All right, so we had USA private payrolls for September drop at 317,000 versus 455,000 estimate, prior revised of 243,000. So private payrolls for September came in much lower than expected, and that is tanking the market, substantially lower than expected for USA private payrolls. Non-farm payrolls came in for September at 194,000 versus 500,000 expected, prior revised to 235,000. So way lower than expected there on that end as well. Non-farm payrolls for September dropped at 194K versus 500,000 expected. Unemployment rate for September came in at 4.8% versus 5.1% expected. So the unemployment rate was a little bit better than they expected. But private payrolls and non-farm payrolls came in at drastically lower numbers than expected. So right now, those are the two that are kind of competing with each other, which is payroll numbers being much worse than expected and unemployment numbers being a little bit better than expected. And so that's kind of what's going on now. That's why we saw this big drastic drop in the market, is because that just happened. Again, that is from unemployment numbers being better than expected, but private payroll, non-farm payroll being noticeably worse than expected, like way worse than expected. Like, it's about, it looks to me about 40% worse for private payrolls, about 40% worse than they expected here. And this is not than the last year's numbers. This is than expected. So they expected 455,000. They got 317,000 in terms of private payrolls. In non-farm payrolls, they got 194,000 versus 500,000 expected. So it's like what, like, it's a solid like 40% worse there as well. So not good. Terrible jobs report. But yeah, don't chew me, bro. And we'll see what happens, guys. But again, those are the things kind of competing with each other right now. The market dropped from that jobs report. And we'll see what happens, team. We'll see what happens there. Okay, good. All right. So, anyways, to get back to what we had a donation and a question regarding that donation. The question is, it says, quote, been watching for a long time. Do you ever wish you had privacy while trading, or does streaming keep you thinking sharp? I think streaming keeps me thinking a little sharp. So let me explain this. Okay. Trading is all about performing under pressure. It really is. Trading is all about executing under pressure. That's all trading is about, right? You can learn different strategies, but whether you can actually execute those strategies is a different story. So what streaming ultimately helps me do is it helps me stay accountable. If I was left to my own devices and I just was left sitting here trading by myself, then I would probably end up swinging a little bit too hard sometimes. I would end up taking too much risk. I wouldn't have anybody to necessarily be accountable to aside from myself. And so what streaming ultimately helps me do is, if I mess up, or if I suck, or if I take a bunch of risky positions, or if I take a bunch of bad trades and kind of spiral out of, into bad trading, people in the chat are going to call me out on it. People in the chat are going to be like, yo, you're taking too much risk. You're trading too much. You're over trading. You're revenge trading. So they're going to call me out on that. And so that kind of keeps me in check to a certain extent. And yeah, it's interesting. Here goes the SPY itself. So the SPY itself just flew up to 439s here. All right, so the SPY just ripped back up here. So we're trying to see what's going on right now, guys, for the SPY. Yeah, the revised data is the better. So it was prior revised from 243,000 to 332,000. So that is what happened. The USA non-farm payrolls for September came in at 194K versus 500K expected, prior revised from 235K to 366K. So that's better, and that's what's causing this to pop. But no, I appreciate the donation. Yeah, the chat will crush me. Yeah, 100%. For sure, bro. All right. Private sector payroll up 317,000. Average hourly income up. So now market is green. Yeah, for sure. So if you use my link, Mexican, if you use my link to register Mexican, then it'll give me credit for it, brother. But if you didn't use my link, you can just tell me your UID in Discord. Message me on Discord and tell me your UID, and I can get credit that way too if you want. All right, so CEI is up to 230s here. 230s for CEI. All right, here's SNDL up to 75. But yeah, CEI is popping up here. Okay, I got you. Hey, thanks, Bex. Hey, thanks, bro. Silver, I appreciate that, bro. So John, wasn't $9 supposed to be it for ATER? Yeah, here's ATER. It's at 830s. We'll see. I'm not sure. We got GROM on the move here. GROM. What do you think about CEI? I'm hesitant of CEI. I think that okay, so I think what the company did over the last week was incredibly sketchy. And the reason I think it's sketchy is because what the company did was they pumped the price of their stock up from 33 cents all the way up to $4 a share. And then they slammed everybody that was holding their stock with an at-the-market offering, selling shares, diluting their company, and leaving a lot of people getting stuck in this huge drop from 320s, 350s, all the way down to $1 per share. Now, they are back up some, so that is a little bit better here. But, you know, it's one of those companies where it's just unpredictable, risky, and probably a terrible company. They also had that short report that dropped that came out. Or maybe it wasn't. Was this the one that had the short report that came out and not the offering? Let me see. Oh, wait, CEI was the one that had not the offering. This is the one that had, which is the one that hit people with the offering, that pumped the price up. All right, so they had the short report come out from Carousel Capital. And again, I mean, you guys got to understand, some of that is probably the truth. People are going to say it's not because they're actually holding it and they don't want it to be the truth. But some of that is certainly going to be true, I believe. My subjective opinion, don't sue me if I'm wrong. The difference is, like, what does CEI actually do? Like, what does their company actually do? CEI, I see a cup and handle for me. Short report. Okay, so yeah, it was only the short report. Okay, thank you guys. My bad. Then that was my mistake then. And so we'll see what happens. But there's risk, of course, guys. There's always risk in these, and you just got to be careful. USO is interesting, but I'm not really much of an oil trader. All right, here's SNDL. Here's CCXI pulling back to the VWAP. Prog had the offering. Yeah, it was PROG that did the offering thing. So it was PROG that hit people with an offering and pumped the price of their stock up, and then hit people with an offering, slamming their price down, is what happened. So this was the company that did it, where they pumped their price up and then they hit people with an offering, holding it. Small thoughts on SDC? I don't know. It's one of those big name stocks that a lot of people are watching, but, you know, risk for sure. All right, so yeah, Silver, what's your Discord, brother? Are you in my Discord? Yeah, let me see if I can find you. You are, let me know. I'll add you. Yeah. All right, so CEI does not produce anything. They quote oil and they quote own interest in oil gas through a subsidiary. Yeah. What do you think about the potential for Grom to run today? I don't know. I think it's over the VWAP, but I think this looks to be better than it was obviously earlier. It's over the VWAP now. It's over that previous closing price. So I mean, you know, we'll see what happens. You can either do that or you could just email me, Silver. If you want to email me at beginnertrading@gmail.com, you can. But yeah, so SNDL 74 cents. IMRN trying. CEI is trying up to the 230s. And we'll see what happens here. You know, we'll see what happens here. They're just be careful, guys. AMC's up to 37s today, guys. 37. So it's interesting too. We'll see what we get with this too. Hey, my man. Hope today brings gains for you and all the chat. Happy Friday, everyone. You as well, Adam. Thank you, brother. Hey, what's up? What's up, Joel? Oh, we got music, bro. What's up, dude? But no, thank you, bro. But what's up, Joel? Good to see you back, bro. And I appreciate that, Adam. Thank you, brother. It's a Friday, guys. So remember, y'all just be careful because Fridays are historically very slow. CEI is the only one that really looks like good today in terms of like short-term movement. When I say it looks good, I am certainly not saying it's going to go up, guys. I am certainly not saying that this thing is going to work. All I'm saying when I say it looks good is that it looks better than any other penny stock gapping up some today. So CEI and SNDL are the top penny stock watches. Again, market data dropped, but it's kind of indecisive in terms of like what the market is actually doing here. So like market data did drop, but it's a little bit indecisive of a day here if we're really looking at like the SPY. You know, payrolls came in. They prior revised from 243 to 332,000. So, you know. Not great. Hey, what's up, Greg? Hey, let me know if you want to hop on stream today, Joel. You can, bro, if you want to, dude. Might be fun to talk with somebody. PED's making a move. Yeah, here's the SPY itself. So maybe at the very least, we should have some volatility here. PED does look good. So let's see if we got any catalyst for PED, but this one does look good. All right, so PED is up. Popular Twitter account Will Mead says is a long stock. So basically, Will Mead just kind of pushed this thing up. He said long PED, the cheapest energy stock, almost 30 million in cash and no debt. CEO doesn't buy over 500,000 of his own stock if he thinks it's going down. So yeah, PED's up, and you know I don't know much about Will. I've heard good things, but I don't know much about him. I also understand that he's looking into what the actual insiders in the company are doing, so I think that's interesting. We're going to go ahead and bring Joel in. Joel's hopping on stream. Silver up 50 cents. All right, cool. Yeah, I got it, brother. All right, appreciate that, Silver. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, so Adam, don't chase CI today. I know it's tempting. See what happens at open, and always have a stop loss. Yeah, for sure. That's the best way to protect yourself in trading, to be honest. All right, so yeah, so we'll see what happens, guys. Wish me luck. Let me know what your top stock is. Let's go ahead and ask the chat here. What's your top stock this morning and why? To be honest, we're watching PED. I think I'm going to add PED to my list as well. We got CCXI on the pop. We've got CEI on the move. We've got EFTR, SNDL. Mostly my top watch is CEI, SNDL, PED, and CCXI. Those four are probably the ones I'm watching the most. Everything else is not really the most voluminous moves that we're really looking for here. So I'm probably watching those the most. Oh, damn. Yeah, it's slower today, guys. It's Friday. Remember that. Fridays are usually historically pretty slow. And again, I'm going to go over today one of my favorite breakdown strategies. So, like, I've had a few people request how to short stocks. And so today we're going to go over some of my favorite breakdown strategies. All right, so I'll post this here so you guys can see it. But yeah, we're going to go over some of my favorite breakdown strategies. So one of my favorite breakdown strategies is a green to red move. Like, what happens with the green to red move is what you can see here on AMD. And if the previous closing price is involved, it's even better, right? So what happens with red or green to red moves is that you use the VWAP as kind of the turning point in that specific trade. So you got a stock that opens up in that first 5 minutes green and then immediately reverses really, really heavily and then pulls back to the VWAP and rejects. When that happens, you're usually going to trend down at least for 30 minutes, at least for 5 minutes. And so for me as a short trader, I can jump into these positions here and just ride these rejections. And these type of moves happen every single day in small cap and large cap stocks. And so check it out, guys. Again, look for that red or that green to red move, that move up and then that big rejection down. And then you can see this thing continues in that downward trend basically all day. Huge signifier of sentiment and weakness. All right. And I'll try to upload all these little slips. Let me know if you like them. I'll try to upload these little slips as shorts once the stream is over during the weekend maybe and have some fun with it that way. Hey, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, guys? I've been away all week.
You've left us, man. You left us, bro. You know? How you been doing, man?
Man, I've been doing good. You know, just working on family and everything like that. Just living life. About to rearrange a bunch of my house. So
nice, man. Yeah, I've been stressed out with taxes lately, bro. I've been I should have set up. I'm setting up an S corporation very soon. I did the October extension, bro, and it's like I don't know why I thought I could write off food, but I can't. You know?
No, you cannot.
It's ridiculous, bro. Like it's a work expense, but I wish you could. It's only if you do it with clients, which I don't have any clients really here.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, Uncle Sam's about to get a check from me, and I'm not happy about it. A big check too. Not happy about it at all. But yeah, I'm just ready to get it done. You know.
For sure, man. Totally understand.
But what do you think about Bitcoin's crazy rip, man? Bitcoin popping up.
Man, I have been out of the crypto market, but I did see that Bitcoin bounced off that 40K last week and just came back and crushed it. Obviously, everyone's talking about Shiba Inu these days.
Yeah, bro. Sheep ripped too.
Well, Sheep got added to Coinbase
Right.
on September 17th, I think it was. So it's been a minute, but everyone's starting to catch on to it. The fact that Bitcoin, came and bounced off of that 40K, which, I kind of knew that it would. Felt like it
Right.
would. I'm not going to say I knew anything, but felt like it would. But what I was really looking at was, would Bitcoin break 50 grand? And it did. And after it broke this 50, this is where that sky's the limit kind of thing. And if, traditionally going into the winter, through October, November, and December, this is where we see Bitcoin make some of the biggest rips that it's made traditionally, historically. And then in January is when we start to see it kind of come back down. So right now, this is where, hey, maybe we'll see that Bitcoin at 100 grand that everyone's been talking about.
Maybe so, bro.
That's kind of crazy.
I'm hoping we do.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't understand how reliable Bitcoin dips have been historically. Like, they've been some of the most reliable pullbacks in any digital asset I've ever seen. Like, to put it into perspective, like in Bitcoin, I bought the dip originally down to 30K back here. And, it's pretty reliable if we look at where these dips happen. Like, the thing I like about Bitcoin is that over the long term, it's incredibly reliable in terms of like holding support levels that were historical, right? So if we look at Bitcoin, 30K, beautiful hold numerous different times. It pushes up to 50K, rejects, and then it bounces directly off of these $10,000 levels. Like 40K held beautifully as support, and then it rips back up. And so the thing I like about it is that if you're smart with where you enter in on your pullbacks, there can be some crazy opportunity in these situations just because the pullbacks historically have been so reliable. Now, I'm not saying they're always going to work because nothing in any type of trading always works, but they have been reliable for me for sure.
Well, I think that like one thing to bear in mind with Bitcoin specifically, and probably other crypto assets, but I'm talking about Bitcoin right here, is that we get these huge rips about every 4 years, and then we get pullbacks that come back pretty far, but when they come back up and rip through the previous highs, and then now that becomes support for the next 4 years. And so, and it's been really I don't know what the word I'm looking for, reliable here over the last, decade or so. And if you look at Bitcoin on a yearly chart, you can see it. It's almost like forming cup and handle moves over and over and over 4-year spans.
Right, that U-shaped breakout, man. Like here's a yearly chart right here. These little U's are incredibly indicative of future strength. Incredibly indicative. Like you can see these little U's show up over and over again. Like here's the U cup, here's the handle, here's the breakout. And you can see this happen pretty consistently in the market. It doesn't always work, of course. Sometimes it's going to fail, but it's one of the more reliable technical movers in the market, really.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that if you trade Bitcoin from a technical perspective, it's pretty difficult to trade it on a 1-minute chart, but it is something that you can buy the dips and sell, and then just every time it dips, just keep buying them up. And on one of the videos that we did, we actually went over historically the best times of the day and the best days of the week to buy crypto, to buy Bitcoin specifically, and even the best months as well. So all that type of stuff is, it's very trackable with Bitcoin. And that's one thing I think I like about it. And I think it's one thing that a lot of institutional investors like about it.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. And again, not to kind of turn this into a big spiel, but I guess I will. If you guys want to trade BitGet, I'll sell out real quick. If you want to trade BitGet, you can or if you want to trade Bitcoin, you can on BitGet. BitGet is super useful. It's got every type of crypto trading you can imagine on there. Maybe not every type, but it's got a bunch of them. If you look at BitGet here, you can check it out. You can go to copy trades. And so if you want to, I see my man Robert saying, the guy on BitGet that was bag holding Bitcoin at 53K. Hey, maybe he was right, but you can follow these copy traders and it'll take their trades for trade. You could say, hey, I want to follow this guy and I want to follow him with a 1-to-1 ratio. That guy's full. So I can say, hey, I want to follow this guy. He's got 91% accuracy. I can go to follow here and say, hey, I want to follow him with a 0.5-to-1 ratio. So I'm going to take 50% of his sizing. If I make the fixed ratio 0.5, I can set a stop loss of 50%, and I can say I only want to give him $500 to trade. And then every trade he gets involved with, it'll copy that trade without me doing anything under these conditions. And so it's a really cool platform, really cool concept. And you can see there's a lot of these traders, and some of these guys are killing it. You can see this guy has made $178,000 over the last 3 weeks. And these guys are making big money. Now, you do have to be careful on BitGet. Number one, you got to follow them with stop losses, in my opinion, in every single trade. Because if you don't, you will lose your account. So you need to make sure when you follow them that you set a stop loss. Just be sure to do so, guys, and make sure you really watch these traders. Some of them are incredibly profitable. I found a few really good ones over the last few days, and you can follow them trade for trade. Super useful. Again, this guy's at 95% accuracy, 97%, 100%, which I don't recommend following the ones with 100% because a lot of the time they're just averaging down. But take a look at this guy, Daniel Lee. Just over the last few days, he's made hundreds of percent over the last 3 days in the market. Last 3 days, you can see he's sitting in a trade there, but he's not sitting on a bunch of losses. But if you go back and look at the history of this guy is killing it in the market. This dude is really earning some money. And this was the guy I saw the other day. And he's been trading for over a month with these goals. He's made over 230% profit since he started trading with them over the last month on crypto. And so if you want to check them out, again, check out BitGet. Super cool way to help support the channel. And I'll post this link here. A great way to help support us. If you want to trade regular crypto as well, you can go to Spot and just say, hey, I want to invest in Bitcoin or Ethereum or Litecoin or XRP. You can trade crypto futures, so you can actually short cryptocurrencies by doing this. They also have free paper trading. So if you want to be a copy trader yourself and practice, you can paper trade on BitGet. And depositing simple. You go to buy crypto. You say, hey, I want to buy $300 worth of Bitcoin using a Visa card or whatever you want to use, MasterCard, Google Pay, and you click purchase right there, and boom, you have your crypto within 2 to 3 minutes, or within 30 minutes usually. Remember, there is a minimum deposit. I think it's like $150 or something like that. But yeah, y'all check it out. Help support the channel. Smash the freaking like button as well, like Juan says. And yeah, hit that like button, guys. Anyways, now that I'm done selling out, what are you watching in terms of stocks this morning, Joel? I know CEI is the big watch, but
yeah, there's not a lot.
It's Friday.
Grom has resistance at $5. Grom is interesting. I traded Grom last week and made some pretty good money on it. CCXI is a little bit interesting to me because it's having this gap up here down from around $18 all the way up to $37, and that's because they got FDA approval. So that's a pretty huge move. They have a 50 million share float on CCXI. So that one's interesting to me. I feel like I want to wait for this one to have some sort of resolution because jumping from 18 up to 37, I mean, that's such a huge move that, it makes me feel a little bit sketchy. Plus, it's a little bit more expensive at $34 right now. Right. So I'm interested in CCXI. I'm interested in Grom. I'm not really seeing a whole lot else. DATS I've traded before. It looks like it's having a little bit of movement today, but not a lot. So I mean,
Friday,
we got that
bro.
Friday movement today.
Yeah, it's been like this. Honestly, we've had a few good days where we've had a bunch of stuff moving, but for the most part, we haven't had a lot of volatility in the market. We've had CEI move pretty volatilely, and we've had a few other ones this week, but especially like last week was very slow. This week's a little bit better, but it's still not great. But I do think we're just going to slowly get better and better as we get closer to December.
I think I only took one trade this whole week. So
yeah, well, it might not have been a bad move, to be honest. Here, we did have the jobs report drop, and so I'm watching that. And the jobs report was mixed from what I saw. I think the unemployment rate was lower, but the non-farm payroll numbers and private payroll numbers were worse than expected, I'm pretty sure. So, we're sideways in the SPY. Hopefully we'll get some type of volatility. I'm hoping at least. Let me see if
I mean,
Go
this
ahead.
this kind of movement of the morning. I mean, this to me makes me feel like I want to wait for the open,
Yeah.
and see if some volume comes in. Because as slow as this is, I mean, this looks really slow for the
Yeah.
morning time. CCXI is definitely one of the more interesting ones. Trader T.
Yeah, CCXI popping up. It's bouncing at the VWAP, but it's volatile is the key here. I mean, it's moving. You know, look at y'all. Be careful if you do trade this one because I know it's just a $35 stock, but this thing per candle, I would say, is moving at least 50 to $1 a share, 50 cents to $1 per share at least per candle, and so pretty big movement. Y'all just be careful because
It's got a good catalyst, but and has a 50 million share float, which is not huge. It's not small either. But I think it's moving as much as it is just because of the volume. I mean, it's
Sure.
really it's one of the only things with the catalyst today. And
yeah.
at least
And I'll put the catalyst up on the screen, guys, so you guys can see what it is. They had a FDA approval catalyst, which is usually a pretty good sign, of course, for biotech stocks. Like FDA approval is usually the standard, the gold standard of catalyst here. And so, you know, pretty good catalyst. You know, it's one of those ones where it's not really what I usually trade, but if it's volatile enough, I will. You know?
Hey, what's up, Specula? Good to see you.
Oh yeah, what do you think? Oh yeah, I do want to start. So I can talk to you once we're over. Once the stream's over. Who is this guy? What is his YouTube? I don't think he has a. Do you have a YouTube yet, Joel? If you got one, you can push it.
I have one, and I've got a couple of videos that are in the editing. But it's just Joel Straight Wealth. So youtube.com/Joel Straight Wealth.
Okay.
So y'all can check out that. You can also check out my website, joelstraight.com. You can sign up for the newsletter there, and I've got stuff dropping in the newsletter. That type of stuff that I put out in email, I don't share that anywhere else. So I'm not putting that on my YouTube channel. I'm not putting it in blogs. I'm not putting it anywhere except for inside my email. So definitely you guys could check out my website as well. And my website does have a little bit of content on it, and that'll have even more throughout the winter. I've got I have a huge content calendar that I've been setting up. So y'all can check that out as well.
Right.
So I appreciate you guys asking though.
Yeah. Yeah, man. We put both the links in the description for you guys to go check out. And yeah, man, I think we can try to do what I decided to do, and I announced this to the stream earlier, is that I'm no longer gonna put the replays of the stream up on YouTube because I think you know what I mean? Because that will help it, I think. Because remember the problem we ran in with the last one where it's like the stream would kind of overpower the video because once it was finally done publishing, it would be in front of any video we led into. And so by doing that, I do want to try to do maybe the crypto show again. So maybe we could try the crypto show for Monday. Y'all be on the lookout for that. Maybe. It depends. But we'll see.
Yeah. So guys, here's the thing about the crypto show, okay? I'm gonna make a humble request to everybody in the chat and everybody in the audience, to everybody who follows John anywhere that you follow him, is that John's putting out these crypto shows right now because he genuinely cares. Yeah, I mean, he likes crypto, but also he genuinely cares about you guys' future. And crypto is the future. And that's what John has said that he believes. That's what I believe. I'm not saying that crypto is the end all be all of everything, but I'm saying, hey, maybe take a look at this thing that, has been around for more than a decade, that people have shunned often for more than a decade. It's still new, and it's still catching on. So you haven't missed the boat yet.
Yeah, for sure. It has put in some of the largest gains of any digital asset ever.
In history.
What I mean? Yeah, ever. And so it's like people hating on it still are just being blind to it. A lot of people said crypto was done. Remember this last drop? A lot of people said crypto was done. And when Bitcoin pulled back to 40K, everybody's like, oh, that's it for crypto. Not exactly. This has been pretty consistent, so y'all watch those videos, guys. We'll try if as long as Joel's cool with it, we'll try to film one Sunday night and upload it Monday morning after the live stream.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what else?
Yeah. What's up?
So you know what else I'm planning to do? I'm gonna start uploading some shorts. I gotta figure out how to do So I got to figure out how to get, do the shorts, but I think shorts are a cool little niche to kind of start putting some stuff into. So Chris is saying he's getting an error when he signs up for your newsletters on your website.
Yeah, I'm seeing that as well. Steven said the same thing. So I'm going to tell you what, guys, hit me up on Discord if you can. Not, just at the moment. And then after the stream, I'll check out what's going on with the newsletter.
Oh yeah, dude.
So
check out the app. So I actually got a lot done on the app. And I actually talked to Fintel and they said that I could upload it. So let me see if I can get it to work. Hold on 1 second. Let me exit out of all these different ones. But yeah, I got the app basically done. It's not done. I'm still probably going to edit it and do some upgrades to it. But like I got a lot of the app done. So let me show you this. Top Step Trader running. Here we go. All right, so check this out.
Yeah, I'm seeing that error. Let me see what you got with that app, boy.
Okay, yeah, hold on. Let me.
You let me know.
There it is.
When you're ready.
All right. All right, so I'm getting it set up.
Got all this code. Are you writing all this code yourself?
Yeah, most of it. So what most programmers do is so there's kind of like blueprints for different apps. Like I took this app and I created it out of an old weather app, like a weather app that would pull weather from an API, and I didn't copy the code, but I basically used it as inspiration to build this app in a similar way. So it's not going to step on anybody's toes because it's a completely different thing, and it's just basic code, right? So it's just basic code. So I'm just kind of using it to save some time. But all right, so here's what the app does. So it gives me kind of Ortex level data. So I can type in any symbol right here. I could say CEI is the hot stock today, right? It'll show me the symbol CEI. It'll show me the short volume ratio today, the short volume ratio total, or the short volume total, the volume today, and yesterday's short percentage. So 23%. And then it shows you the change, which is 14%. And then it shows you the actual short volume ratio chart. And then you can click on this and get a more detailed explanation that pulls you right into Fintel's website. So it shows you even more detailed information like short interest ratio, days to cover, short interest percentage of the float, dark pool short volume ratio. So like literally Ortex level data. And then it'll also give you like an explanation, like a short squeeze score, like all that good stuff on Fintel's website. And so I'm planning on uploading this for free. I gotta maybe include like a little plug for my YouTube channel somewhere in there. But yeah, we're growing it,
How can we become investors in your app? You're like, hell no.
It doesn't even. Well, no, it doesn't even need money though. I'm paying Fintel like $100 a quarter or something like that. So it's like y'all could invest. I don't know what I would spend it on. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I guess I could invest in some more complex code, but it's just a simple app. And so
yeah, for sure.
Sometimes
simplicity is best.
Yeah, and sometimes just put it out there for free will help me grow, faster. Anyway, you know what I mean? He is a Twitch programmer.
Oh my god! Dude, did you see that Twitch got hacked yesterday?
No, I didn't. What happened?
Oh my god, so huge! They're saying it's one of the biggest hacks ever.
Really?
Yeah. So people's earnings got exposed, people's stream IDs, their stream keys, all that stuff got exposed.
Really?
Yeah, there was they said that their servers were set up incorrectly.
Wow.
And so it's this huge hack that happened yesterday. I just learned about it right before I went to bed last night.
Yeah, a lot of people. Oh, I heard about that. They heard about like their chat code, their source code got leaked for like their chat and a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, so people's earnings, people's information in terms of like their W-9s type stuff. Just a bunch of people's information just got out there. So I don't know what's going on with that, but
bad
see
for
how that
Twitch.
goes down. Yeah, right. See what goes down with that.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, DS? like a code library. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. I mean, I'm using React, and so React is just basic. React is just a database library type of thing. And I mean, if you look at my code and the original code that I used to inspire it, it's going to look completely differently because it's just different code now. I used it as a blueprint to build this one, you know. But yeah, so got GSS. But yeah, CEI. What do you think of CEI, bro? I mean, CEI is kind of the talk of the town.
You know, CEI's been this runner for like, I don't know, a month and a half now.
Yeah.
It feels like it's been a while.
Did you hear about the short report?
No. What's up with the short report?
Okay, so yeah, so CEI had a short report that was dropped on it a few days ago. The short report was dropped by, let me look on Twitter. I know I have it on Twitter. It was from, the short report was from Carousel Capital, and they basically said, this is the broader outline of what they said was this. They said that CEI doesn't actually own or have any type of assets except for owning stake in other, except for holding other companies. Like they basically own stock in other companies, and like that's all they are, basically, is what they said. They said they didn't actually do anything themselves. They don't actually have any business themselves, that they just own stake in another company of like 70% in Viking Energy is what they said. Okay. And so they also said that they have not uploaded their reports, some type of reports over the last year, and that I don't remember exactly what was said. Let me see. Let me read it. But yeah, it's something like that. They said they have death spiraled financing, a fake CFO, delinquent filings. They fired their auditor 3 weeks ago, insolvent energy assets, and the saddest family of entrepreneurs in the clean tech vaporware space. And that was all quoting from Carousel Capital. Don't sue me. I didn't say that. But yeah. But you can see what happened to CEI, bro. It absolutely tanked it. Like, look, this
I saw that dropped from 485 down to 86 cents.
Yeah, bro. But at to CEI's credit, and honestly, Zach Morris on Twitter, they've came all the way back up. They're at 230s now. So, you know.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too. By the way, that name, Zach Morris, man, I can't get over Saved by the Bell.
Dude, it's great. Honestly, I don't know anything about his Twitter profile, but it's a freaking genius name. I'll give him that. It's a freaking genius name. Honestly, seeing his face is hilarious, bro. Seeing his face, the profile he has on Twitter is hilarious. But yeah. I don't use Twitter, so I don't know like anybody or anybody's profile on Twitter. But I'm like, I gotta check this out. Yeah. Well, Juan said, did I watch it? I didn't see the video the CEO put out on Twitter. I'm assuming he denied all of it, which is what I would do, of course. But like, I haven't actually seen the video of what the CEO did on Twitter, so I haven't actually seen that. But I will say that it's not hard to believe, with some of these sketchy penny stocks. I don't know anything about this. So I can't say if it's true or not. All I know is that penny stocks do this. They're sketchy. There's a reason they're penny stocks. And a lot of people get wrapped up into investing into these terrible companies because of just marketing and nonsense, right? And so usually these short reports are done for a reason. It's not like they're just innocently there. It's not like they're just targeting some innocent company here. They might have been a little bit hard on them because they are a short hedge fund, of course, or a short fund that shorts these stocks, or they front loaded before they drop this news. But at the same time, it's one of those things where they're targeting the stock for a reason, and it's usually because it has some truth to it. Now, again, I can't say whether it's completely true, but usually it has some truth to it.
Shredder T, you wish you could have coffee right now?
Oh, dude, me too. Honestly, y'all don't understand. I haven't drank coffee I drank coffee a week ago. Sorry, Joel, if I'm talking too much.
Trader T, aren't you in the Pacific Northwest? Don't we have coffee on like every corner?
I'm assuming that I run into issues with coffee. I can't drink coffee, and I freaking love coffee, bro. I had coffee like a week ago, and it was so good, but my stomach started messing with me, so I had to stop. Now I have to drink tea, but coffee is too acidic. It makes me nauseous. It makes my stomach hurt. It burns my stomach, bro. I wish I could drink it. It's delicious, though. I love coffee.
No, I absolutely love it, man. I was, I grew up in the Seattle area, Pacific Northwest and stuff. Coffee's pretty much like, you get it at like 8-9 years old. I mean, like, it's like everywhere you go, it has free coffee. There's coffee just everywhere. And, so it's like kind of like in our veins. being a
drink it.
Seattleite.
Yeah.
So by the time
My
I was
daughter
like
wants to
30,
drink it.
man, yeah, dude. By the time I was 30, I'm like, I can't have coffee like ever.
That's
so
me.
now it's like I drink tea pretty much 90% of the time. I get a coffee maybe twice a month.
That's me too. I wish I had it twice a month though, but that's exactly what it is. Like as I got older, acid reflux killed my coffee drinking ability. Like I can't drink
Yeah.
coffee anymore from acid reflux, and I think I'm pretty sure I have a hiatal hernia, which means
Yeah.
that like my stomach lining protrudes into my esophagus sometimes, and I only really get the attacks every 2-3 months, but when I do, they're freaking terrible, and a
Mhm.
lot of them are sparked from coffee, unfortunately.
That's
Cuban
bad,
coffee.
man.
Topanga. Yeah, Topanga.
Topanga.
The truth.
When this boy meets world.
Yeah, every little boy's crush back in the day. You know, back in the day. I remember having a crush on the blonde girl that like tried to steal him away from Topanga more than Topanga herself. I can't remember who it was, but back when I was like a little 11, 10-year-old kid.
I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, she like brought him to the party and was like trying to, you know, that's all I remember. I don't remember anything else, but I remember having a crush on her as a kid. You know?
That's hilarious, huh?
All right, yeah, we got 6 minutes, guys. We got 6 minutes. Yeah. It sucks, Paulie. I love coffee too. My daughter's over here drinking coffee milk that my wife gives her, and I'm just kind of like mad over there because I can't do it. What about we got PED? PED. Will Mead on Twitter said some positive things about PED, and it's popping up.
Yeah, I was looking at PET, but it's just I don't know. It's not making enough of a movement for me. Like I'm seeing, like down at like 212 is kind of support, like 210, 212, and then I'm just not really seeing it move. It's almost like barcoding.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
It's it's up. Will Mead said something positive about it. Yeah, I had a thing for Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years too. Wonder Years, great show. Great show. Nick used to come on Nick at Night, and that's how I was exposed to it.
Dude, I'm probably going to show my age here. I watched Wonder Years weekly with my family as a kid.
Yeah, good, man. Hey, it was a good show, bro. It was a good show. It was a better show than Boy Meets World. I'll say that. It was a better written show. I'll say that.
Yeah. Honestly, like as an adult, the Wonder Years makes me think of that one movie, The Sandlot.
Oh, dude, The Sandlot is great, bro. I grew up on The Sandlot. Like I was my family was like a baseball family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I grew up. My mom used to go tailgate at the LSU games. I was like a baseball kid, so I played baseball, loved baseball, watched The Sandlot a million times. Now my son watches it too, and my daughter does too.
That's cool. It was a good movie.
Yeah,
I think everybody in here has probably been exposed to that movie.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And the other chick from Saved by the Bell did some. Yeah, she did that. Showgirls movie is what she did. But that's a different story. But yeah, we got CEI on the move here. CEI at 230s. This is probably the top penny stock I'm watching after the opening bell. I don't know if we're gonna trade it, but we're gonna watch it at the very least. Yeah, Jack. So good. The good news is, Jack, is that I had an endoscopy last year because that's the first thing. Like I went to my gastro doctor and I was like, look, these are my symptoms. And the first thing he did was an endoscopy. And they did the endoscopy and they find out that I had a mild to moderate hiatal hernia. I did not have Barrett's esophagus. I did not have any issues or like any concerns in my esophagus, but I did have an endoscopy. And that's how I found out that I have the hiatal hernia, which is most likely what's causing it, he said. So. What do you think of SNDL, bro? SNDL's another one.
SNDL is
sketch.
Yeah, I've never honestly traded SNDL. I've just only sat on the sidelines for SNDL, and that's really been because of its float. Because this float is just so massive. Last time I looked up, $2 billion.
Mm-hmm.
2 billion. I could have sworn it was like 1 billion last I looked. Now it's like, man, it's 2 billion. What the heck?
Yeah. And honestly, that's what I'm trying to tell people here. Like, we've had some people that try to push SNDL, and it's just like the reality is the float size and the price relative to the price of the stock is incredibly indicative of like weakness or strength, right? And so it's like if you got a 75-cent stock that has 2 billion in the float, that means that they are diluting their company so much, probably because they're not making money elsewhere. And so it's a huge red flag. And again, SNDL has $2 billion in the float. It's 75 cents. So even with a huge acquisition, they did an acquisition for another cannabis company that was smaller for like 360 or 300 something million Canadian. And they only went up 10 cents because the float is so huge, right? So it's going to be hard for this one to get big parabolic moves on the upside. It's going to be hard for this one to go up drastically because of that. Not impossible, but certainly more difficult.
Yeah, and that's really its biggest issue. I mean, I think that's one of the things I didn't understand as a newbie. And I think it's probably the thing a lot of the newbies don't understand is that the float size makes a huge difference in its price movement.
Definitely.
So I just think that that's something, guys, when you're looking at taking shorter term moves on some of these stocks, you really have to consider the float. It's a part of every single trade that I make. I look at the float before I ever get into a position.
Right.
Because,
Yeah, sure.
One of the things that I look at too a lot with float is, is the float to me is very indicative of how much movement this thing can make in a short-term basis. So if I'm trying to get in and scalp a move and I'm trying to pull 20 or 30 cents out of it, if that float's 100 million, I'm not going to try and pull 20 or 30 cents. I'm probably going to try and pull like 10 cents.
Exactly.
But if it's, a 10 million or 20 million share float, yeah, it might go for like that 25 or 30 cents. So it makes a big difference of when I get in, when I get out.
Right. All right, guys, we got 15 seconds, 100% agree. So 15, 14, 13. Sorry, I'm doing the countdown.
No worries.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, guys. All right, there's the opening bell. But yeah, I absolutely agree. And Daniel, my bad, bro. I'm gonna show you your picture in a second to everybody. Let me just get the opening bell done. We got a bunch of stuff going on, but killing it, man. Congrats, bro. Those are amazing gains on Tesla, dude. But yeah, we got CEI on the move. It's at 220s.
PED is dropping at the open.
Yeah, CEI is dropping as well. The market's dropping. The market's down to 143. Also, James, I saw you said that you talked about earning over like $1,400 in futures. Congrats, man. Futures can be super profitable. Just remember, cut your losses when you got to. That's the biggest thing that'll save you in futures. AMD spiking up big, but I'm happy for you, brother. But yeah, we got AMD up there at 107s for AMD. We're watching that. We got the Apple dropping pretty big here at the opening bell. CEI is at the 224s. We got PED at 208s. Let me switch these scans over. Here's the SPY itself. I think a lot of people are going to watch to see what the SPY does. SPY reversing, heading back up. So far this week, we've had 1 loss, 3 winning days. Let's see if we can end green today as well.
So PED had kind of a smaller-ish float. I think it was 50 million.
Let me see.
No, it's 15 million. So PED could make a good move.
So, yeah, I'm showing 28 million, but I know float varies.
Yeah, I'm seeing 28 on Morningstar. I'm seeing 15 on Finviz, Yahoo, and Ameritrade.
Nice.
And
Yeah,
Wall
still
Street
pretty
Journal.
small.
Yep, there's
Here
PED
goes.
ripping right now.
Yeah, CEI is trying to break over the pre-market high too. So CEI is trying to rip as well. TLRY, if you like cannabis stocks, is trying to pull like a red to green move kind of thing too. AMD's up to 107s. CEI just did that green to red move, red to green move.
PED looks like it's doing a red to green right now.
Nice. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking for.
See if we can hold over the view up though.
Yeah, I just want to see like reversals on some of these moves. All right, so there goes CEI at 240s.
So for PED, I actually might trade this, but I'm looking at it going bouncing off of this view up. Excuse me.
Right.
Bouncing over the view up and then come back down and then doing that, that view up bounce pattern from there, I think. But we're getting some really good volume on PED.
Yeah.
about 1 million shares a minute right now. Obviously, we're only a couple minutes into the bell. But with this lower float and this cheap price, I think we could see some movement on this one if it holds the VWAP.
Right. Let me pull up Top Step here. Watching the SPY. SPY's kind of opened up a little bit high above the VWAP, so we're just kind of waiting here. It's a Friday for large cap stocks. PED, yeah, it needs to get over the VWAP, I think, first. At such a huge level, the VWAP, and so it's got to kind of fight its way over that thing first. We got CEI that's kind of trying, but it's mostly sideways after the opening bell too.
CCXI is ripping back up.
Oh yeah, what is CCXI doing?
Came down to 35.
Yeah, see, the problem with a lot of these though is that they're opening up just so high above the VWAP. It's just so much risk. There's the market tanking here. So market breaking lows.
Yep, there's PED breaking down too. And guys, this is exactly, if you look at PED, that's exactly the reason why I wait for that resolution at the VWAP. Because even though this looked like it was going to make a red to green move, even though it got over the VWAP for a moment, the whole reason why I'm waiting for that to come up and come back down and hold that volume weighted average price is because I'm looking for it to have support at the VWAP, and this didn't get it. So because it didn't get it, that's the exact reason why I hold back on these trades and wait for them to resolve first.
Right. Yeah. It's the first 5 minutes is so risky. I made like 100 and something on futures just now. I can't remember what it was. Let me see what it
Nice.
is. Yeah. Just attack that big breakdown of the SPY. And again, that's what I'm talking about. Like those green to red moves are super powerful, man. They're super powerful. I attack them in futures. I attack them in stocks. They're easily my favorite strategies in the market for sure. Like no question.
How are you? How's your progress on Top Step right now?
It's good. We're close to getting funded. We're pretty close.
I think now would be a perfect time to plug Top Step if you could talk about how much you can get funded and what it takes to do that.
Yeah. So hey, guys, if you want to check out Top Step, I know James said he had some great results on Top Step, and what Top Step allows you to do is they allow you to we just scalped a small little trade on Apple. But what Top Step allows you to do is to take advantage of this market volatility. Like you can see the SPY here. I talked about the green to red move. And again, you can see the SPY open up above the VWAP, push up in that first 3 minutes, and then just slam down. Just absolutely slam down. And so my favorite way of approaching this is just shorting it once it gets that slam down here. So like once we slam down, I'm actually going to short a little bit into this as well with the micro E-mini. But again, once we get that slam down, I just short into it, and a lot of the time it's going to continue down. Yeah, here we're going to take a little bit more profit. There we go. Same exact strategy, guys. And what we did is we shorted into this little pop to the previous closing price. But on Top Step, there's no PDT rule in futures, and they fund you once you prove you're profitable. And so they give you a demo account. If you can hit their profit target on the demo while following their rules, and they fund you, the base one's $50K. If you can hit $3K in profit without hitting their max loss and following all their rules, then they fund you $50K with an 80% split. So you make $10,000 on that account. You keep $8K. They keep $2K since they're funding you. They're regulated in the US, and they pay out millions of dollars every year to their profitable traders. So hey, check them out here. Great way to help support the channel. It is an affiliate link, and so I do get a commission. And with that, I'm certainly biased in their favor, but great way to help support the channel if you want to check it out, guys. And again, you can see here, like these green to red strategies are so powerful. They really are. Like these green to red strategies, they happen every day. They happen pretty regularly in the market. If they don't happen in large caps, there's going to be one that happens in large caps. If they don't happen there, they're going to happen in penny stocks. They happen very common. They are very common. I mean, and again, I don't need it to move a huge way down, but we get this nice green open. We get a huge slam down, and then I usually short into these little bounces right here.
Check out Grom.
Doing that is super profitable. And again, we short into about right there. So GROM.
Yeah.
GROM's holding at $5 support level. Let's see if it continues.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Oh no, you're good. You're good, bro. I cut so many people off all the time, so you're good, bro. I read some article the other day. It's like when you're stressed out. It's like me on stream, ADD, cutting people off,
I was trying to take
DATS.
I was trying to take a baby trade here on Grom.
Yeah, DATS to DATS is moving up. I don't like the volume here for it really, but it's trying.
Grom is ripping right after I said that. Damn, I was trying to get into this thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to short a little bit into AMD here on this move up. On this little pop, hoping the SPY kind of follows suit here. I'll add a little bit more to it on this move up to this previous closing price level, but I'm hoping we reject here. And kind of go back down to that 106 level. Oh wait, did I cover? I didn't mean to cover there. Oh man, that was dumb. All right, we're gonna jump back in it. I meant to add to it. Oh, that sucks, man. We got the breakdown right after that too. That's all right. All right, so we're gonna keep adding to this at these highs, get into about 100 shares of this position, and then scale out as it drops. All right, there's the rejection, and I hope you guys see, like, even though this is a little bitty gain because I messed it up, I have the entire plan planned out. I told you guys exactly where I was going to try to get out at, right around 106, and yeah, pretty simple. AMD rejecting down there too now, so we'll see what happens there. But small gains on a Friday so far, except for futures where we're up. We're up about $8, so pretty small. AEHR, guys, look at AEHR. So AEHR is one. What's up, Cow? Yeah, what happened to CCXI? It's down some. All right, so the SPY is right around the VWAP right now, but the SPY broke over that previous closing price, which is a bullish sign. Now, I'm not saying it's going to continue going up, but it's certainly not something I'm going to short into yet. Just because usually once it breaks over this previous close, that's going to indicate strength and it's going to start to head back up. And so we got our little short right here in the books on Top Step, and now we're not messing with it because it just broke over that previous close.
So I'm in Grom at 520. And we're going to see if this thing can go and test this 550 level.
Yeah, it looks solid. I'm looking at AEHR here. AEHR. We just bought a little bit of AEHR here, anticipating hopefully like a cup and handle style pattern right here, but very small size. We're in with 50 shares. Take a little bit off there. It popped up right before we took profit, unfortunately. Let's see if we get a rip. Nice. All right, so we just got out, made about $5 on it. A little bitty trade. We're also watching the SPY for a red to green style move. So the SPY popping over the VWAP here. All right, SPY starting to rip. Watch all the other large cap stocks to probably follow suit here, I'm assuming. Yeah, here goes the SPY. SPY's pushing up to 430s. And so, yeah, we'll see what we get. What are you guys trading right now? How are you guys doing? Here goes the SPY pulling a red to green move, so we're going to watch for the same type of thing in the actual market. CCXI, guys, look at CCXI. So CCXI is starting to rip. It's at 3580s, 3590. Okay. Just don't disconnect the internet. Huh? Hour maybe? Sorry, we got security camera people here. All right, so here's the SPY pulling back some. CCXI starting to rip over the $36 level. Here's the SPY though. So the question right now, currently the SPY is sideways. The question is, do we hold over VWAP? That's going to influence sentiment massively in a lot of these other stocks. And so again, the question is, do we hold over the VWAP level? I also might get ready to short a little bit more into AMD here, to be honest, because AMD is starting to break down a little bit. All right, so I'm short in AMD here. We might add a little bit more to this if we get a pop-up. Hopefully, I'd prefer a new candle to open up here. What I don't want to see is a complete retracement in this candle over the previous closing price. So we're watching this, watching the SPY very closely here as well. Maybe I should have held AEHR. But yeah, here's a pretty big retracement. Hopefully we stay under 106.40. A new candle is going to open up in 10 seconds. So as long as we can stay under this previous close for that time frame, we'll be okay with this. Don't you do it. Okay, there we go. That's better. All right, now we can add a little bit more here. And with 50 shares, we'll continue to add up to the 106.50 level, and the 106.50 level will be our risk. So we're in with 75 shares. Add one more here. All right, we're in 100 shares. All right, so the SPY is breaking back under the VWAP here. That should be good for my trade here on AMD. I'm assuming it will be, but you never really know in these situations. There we go. Nice, getting a breakdown. Indecisiveness. Waiting. Somebody cue the Jeopardy music. All right, we're going to take a little bit off there, so we were able to capitalize on that. And we'll take a little bit more off there just to lock in profit. See if we get a further breakdown on the last 25 shares. We'll just go ahead and get out there. So made a little bit of money there. Not a huge amount. We're up like 15 bucks today. So we're just kind of grinding up. Maybe we'll add to this too if it pops back up, because that's what the SPY is kind of doing here. So we'll add a little bit here. Just 25 shares, though. We're not going to add more yet. I'm watching the SPY. SPY's bouncing right off of that previous closing price at around 438.60s. And that is not something we want to necessarily get stuck in here. So here we go. All right, I'm going to get out of this. The SPY is starting to rebound. So if we look at the SPY here, and maybe it's a little bit premature, but the SPY is currently popping all the way back up over the VWAP, over 439. And so it's starting to look a little bit more bullish, but I think I got faked out maybe a little bit on AMD. But regardless, I mean, we haven't had a losing trade. We're up exactly $16, which is kind of weird today. But we'll see what happens with the SPY. It looks like it was just a little fake pop. And maybe we can add some more to AMD too if it looks good. All right, we're back in AMD. Nice little breakdown. Take a little bit off. I'm scalping this move. Let me put the music back on. See, the music stopped. Big breakdown in AMD, guys. Big breakdown here. So check out this big breakdown. Should have held maybe, but that's all right. SPY is dumping pretty fast here. We're shorting Apple currently. Hoping we get some rejections here. We get a little short opportunity in AMD as well. We're going to get out of Apple. We lost $3. First loss of the day, $3 loss. Shorting back into AMD on this move up, though. Trying to load into some AMD shares. That's 100 shares. We are going to use 15, I think, about as a risk. What is 615? SPY rejecting a little bit, which is good. All right, there's a nice little rejection. We're about to break even now. Hopefully the SPY will continue to flush down with AMD. Take a little bit off there. What 50 shares of this move now? Take a little bit off. Struggling here. Doesn't do anything. Well, at least we got this breakdown here. We're gonna add a little bit more to this breakdown. Hopefully it drops, continues. Yeah, there we go. SPY very choppy and sideways, guys, so y'all be careful. We gotta get out there. Got a risk hit. Just indecisiveness right now. We're still green on the day, but when the SPY's going like this, there's not much going on. Just kind of up and down. Maybe we'll get some better volatility here. We're watching the SPY pretty closely too. Should we hit some Apple shares maybe here? So we rejected this previous close.
So I'm still hanging out in this Grom trade here. It dropped down to about $5, and then it's coming back up. It's right around 518, 515 right now. I definitely could have got a better entry on this thing. That's for sure. You know what it is? You know what it is though, man? Like if I don't trade, like if I miss a day of trade, like trading is a discipline for me. It's like I got to show up every day.
You get into a flow state by watching it every day is what happens, you know?
Exactly, you know, so
yeah,
that's definitely a thing for me, because I actually I only took 2 losses in September,
right?
And my last September 2020 was a bloodbath. Like it was like 2 wins and like all red.
Yeah.
So it's just it's like you show up every day, you see the chart patterns, the chart movement and stuff like that, and it just starts feeling like second nature.
Flow.
Yeah, exactly.
You really do. It's one of those things. It's also the same way you read the level 2. Like people that get really good at reading level 2, you kind of get into a flow state of just watching it consistently. So yeah, we're shorting into some stuff right now. We're shorting into Apple and AMD. We're about break even so far today. Just kind of going back and forth here, trying to catch some breakdowns. The SPY is it's consolidating around the lows, but it's still bouncing at the lows every time it hits it. So it's like we're shorting in anticipation of that, but who knows what's going to happen here. We're hoping the SPY rejects and comes back down, but it could do either one, honestly, with this market.
Grom is kind of resolving here above the view app, right around my entry point at like this 515, 520 level. But the TTM squeeze is starting to turn back to the cyan color, which is that's a good thing.
Right.
So let's see how this goes down.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get stopped out of Apple again. Apple's kind of bouncing back and forth too. They're both sitting right around the previous closing price. Luckily, AMD is breaking down for me here, which is good news. We'll hold 25 shares left. So we're green on the day, but pretty small. There goes the SPY itself breaking down, which is great. We'll get out here. And let's hope Apple reverses with the SPY. So this previous closing price level right here, this light blue line, is what's going to indicate which way we head here, team. So that's what we're doing. Apple is just being stubborn.
Michael says TTM squeeze 100% recommended. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite indicators that I've picked up over the last year or so.
Yeah, I've been using it since y'all put me on it,
Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, it's not 100% like no indicator is, but it's just a really good way to gauge sentiment.
Sure.
it's like a really good addition to the volume weighted average price.
Right, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. If you use it in connection with that, you can kind of read sentiment much better.
Mhm. There we go. Grom's it's going past Mantry. Hooray!
Yeah, so we added a little bit to our Apple trade, taking a little bit of a swing here. I see the SPY testing lows, and so I'm gonna anticipate that Apple follows it down. Entry is about 19 or 20, and so we're at about 25 right now. I'm hoping we can break down under this level here and maintain under the previous close, because the SPY is starting to test these lows down here. So we're going to take a little bit of size into this, and of course it's still not huge size, but trying to be patient to see if we can get the breakdown on Apple.
Trader T, you say yeet Grom. Does that mean like get out of it or get into it?
Yeah. I guess yeet means get out, I'm assuming, but
I mean yeet is like to throw.
Yeah.
So
throw it away, maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, so there we go. We're finally into the green a little bit here with Apple, but it is just super indecisive with the market.
I know all this like gaming lingo. I spend way too much time playing Halo.
Yeah, bro. Dude, my daughter knows all the slang, bro. She knows all the slang. She knows the sheesh, the yeet. You know, she knows all the memes, bro. She's cooler than me.
I learned a new one yesterday.
What?
Squeaker.
I don't know what that is. You know?
Squeaker is like a young kid on the microphone, and they're like, oh my god, I got that kill.
Yeah.
That's a squeaker. So I learned that one yesterday.
we got squeezed out of whatever it was right here.
Trader T clarified, yeet means I'm excited.
Oh, okay. So yeah, reasonable, reasonable. I'm not excited over this market. This market sucks. We're trying on AMD, but yeah, I'm gonna get out of that too. We're just getting squeezed out. I think I'm down probably like $15. Let me see. Oh, I'm down $9, so it's not even that bad. But it's just so slow, man. I don't know what to do. We're
I don't know.
over here, but the market itself is just completely purely sideways is the problem. Like the market itself is just, it's not picking a trend. And this is kind of what happens on Friday. So I guess, $9 down is not the end of the world, but look how sideways the market is. And people mess with me because they pretend like I always say the market is sideways, but I only say the market is sideways when the market is actually sideways. I mean, if we look at this, like I said, you get two confirmations on both sides. It's usually sideways. And the real way to tell, guys, is you just look at what direction or where the VWAP is, right? So if we look at all of this, where's the VWAP? The VWAP's right here. We're just chopping over and under, over and under, over and under. And so it's very difficult to bet on a trend when there is no trend. Is the real issue we run into.
So
maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say Grom is forming kind of a U-shaped pattern, and the TTM starting to look good. It just there it goes. It just broke over this 530 level that it was struggling with before, and now it looks like it's making a test towards the 550s.
Yeah. Yeah, the sheesh, the squeak, or the yeet. All that.
Where's
stuff,
the beef?
Yeah. Oh man, that's old school, bro. That's
yeah.
old school, goes back to what's up.
Oh man.
I don't know if anybody knows that one. That's the
scary movie.
Yeah. What's up?
Did you know Eminem had a song in that movie?
I did not.
Yeah, it was like that was like way before he broke out or got big, but but it's like I remember the hook to that song. It's like, y'all want drama, want to make a scary movie.
That's cool, man. Childhood, bro. I remember I used to love the scary movies. I've rewatched them. They're less funny than I remember.
Yeah, right.
I used to think they were hilarious, and now I've rewatched them. I'm just kind of like, they're kind of funny,
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're just chilling here, guys, waiting for something to happen in the market. Market's purely sideways. Penny stocks are kind of doing okay. I mean, if we look at CEI, it's trying to come back to the VWAP here. We'll see if it does. AMC popping back up over the VWAP. We got CCXI under VWAP, just kind of hanging out, not doing anything major there. So let me know what let me know what y'all are watching here today, team, because I don't see anything that I really like at this point in time.
Yeah, I might see
Bringing
about
back
getting.
I Know What You Did Last Summer. Carol and I just watched those movies like in the last year.
Really? Wow. So you remember Jennifer Love Hewitt spinning in a circle, screaming, "What are you waiting for?"
Yes. Y'all are acting like we're 12. No, I mean, I'm not acting like y'all are 12. I'm acting like that went over most people's heads. I'm catching this breakdown on AMD though. Loving life right now with this thing. Taking profit. SPY breaking down nicely there. We're gonna keep holding this, see which way it goes. But we are up a cool $36 in AMD. Finally caught one. At least it started to pick a trend. We're gonna go ahead and get out there. And we are up in this trade. Or we're up on the day about $20. Could be better, but choppy sideways day. I'll take it.
Juan Cobbs wants to know what indicator is your blue line that you have on there.
That is a script that I have on TOS. It's a custom script that it automatically documents the previous closing price. So it's the previous closing price. So it's the level at which a stock goes from red to green on the day. And so if we look at this here, above this line, AMD is green. Below this line, AMD is technically red on the day. And it's just a script. I have the script if you really want it. No, anyone around 20 probably doesn't know those references, pimp. The reason for that is because Scary Movie and all those movies came out early 2000s. And so a lot of kids weren't even born then. A lot of 17, 18-year-olds weren't even born. Even like a 22, 23-year-old, which is really like a lot of the people that watch the stream are like 22, 23, 24. They're not going to have ever seen those movies. And so, that's the reality. MMAT, breaking highs. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. That's my alarm waking my kid. Yeah. So I'm gonna mute out for just a moment.
Yeah, no worries. All right, so yeah, MMAT flying up there. It's at 540s, guys. I'm 20 and have seen Scary Movie, and so have the majority of people around my age. I disagree, but it's all good. We can disagree there. What was your AMD size you took in that trade? 150 shares. I was thinking about shorting back into the pop here for AMD, but the SPY just got a huge rip up.
So I wake my kid up, dude. I literally just call him on his phone.
Honestly, my daughter, I do the most dad-like wake up ever for my kids. I sing them the wake up song. I go, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Oh,
and
no,
I just bug them. I like poke at them and I throw stuff I throw stuffed animals at them and I dance around their room and I'm like, wake up, wake up. They hate me. My dad did it to me. It's a cycle. We're going to continue it.
So wait, you're like, wake up, but wake up. It's the first day of school.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I do. I was like, wake up. It's time for school. And I'll kind of combine that with like a few other songs.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do like techno. I look back on my life. What do I find? I feel it's wake up time. My kids hate it. They hate it, dude. They hate it, but it gets them up. It makes them laugh, and it bothers them enough to where they wake up.
I call my kid, and I'm just like, "Yo, what up, God? Time to get up."
Yeah, I call my son bro probably way too much.
Oh, I know.
I call him dude. I say, "Hey, bro, get out of here, dude."
Yeah. I call my kid God. I call him bro. I call him done.
I call everybody bro, to be honest. To my credit, all right. What about PED? PED's popping up. Yeah. Tesla dropped that. Oh yeah, y'all check out Daniel's results here. I'm gonna show you a picture of this. This is Daniel's results. Pretty solid here. And Tesla alone, he's up 2,400%. He's made 122K in gains from Tesla alone. On C&P, he's made about 12.4K. So killing it in the market.
Wow.
Bro. Congrats, dude. Amazing. Dude. Yeah, amazing gains, bro.
So the TTM on Grom is finally starting to resolve. Got our first green dot in quite a while. And we're going into cyan colors. So, I mean, hopefully it's good for sentiment. It looks good.
Right.
I was wanting to see this thing rip up through 555, but it's really struggled at this 530, 525 resistance level. Which my entry is like 520, so it's kind of sucks on that. I definitely could have got this around this like 510 entry level.
A little VWAP pullback.
Yeah.
Yeah. MMAT still making highs. Yeah, it's ripping up nicely here. So it looks like AMD's trending away from the market finally because the SPY is completely sideways. And so I'm not going to take any trades right now just because of that. Are you currently doing copy trading on BitGet, Joel? Or how's that going?
I've been, like I said, I've been completely away from all trading for pretty much 10 days, popping in here and there to trade a couple of stocks, but not crypto. Crypto requires a much more attentive. Yeah, like there's so much, I don't know. Stocks, because they have the time frame and it's not 24 hours, like there's so much more resolution in the way that they move. So crypto, it's like we gotta be there, like really be there, and watch that, like watch when those moves are beginning to set up. So I haven't had time for that in the last like 10 days or so.
Sure. Yeah, it makes sense. It happens, man. Like I said, I've been dealing with tax stuff too, so I can get it completely. But it's been one of those times where I just kind of zone everything else out and try to get it done.
Yeah, I feel you.
Look at Ren. RENN has been moving, guys. A little bit more expensive than I normally trade. His channel is Joel Straight Wealth.
Yeah, that's it. I honestly, I set that up so long ago. So for the record, guys, I used to make YouTube videos like way back in the day, and they weren't on stocks. They're basically on entrepreneurship, marketing, and stuff like that. Because I was a marketer for a really long time, and I never built the channel itself. I used to just make YouTube videos and send them directly to my people. So yeah, I think I might get out of this Grom trade. It's going against me now.
BitGet has APIs here. That's cool. I wonder if I could I wonder what kind of. I mean, I know BitGet uses TradingView though for their API. I've already talked to TradingView, and I'm trying to hear back on like whether I can live stream with TradingView's content. I'm pretty sure I can, because I think they automatically put a delay in their content anyway. CEI is flying? Is it really? I mean, I guess the definition of flying is subjective. It did pop over the VWAP though. So
is it gliding?
Yeah, it's rock climbing, I would say, but it's up there, it's taking the stairs, but it's up there. It's over the VWAP, which is the first good sign. In order for this one to really turn bullish, though, in my personal subjective opinion, I would need it to hold over VWAP for at least a few minutes and then make the test of these resistance levels above it. Specifically, the big one is 245 high of the day. So. Spell check insists on turning my good to hood. I think she's trying to tell me something.
Oh man,
you got a hood break. Woosad.
Take Microsoft Word out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of Microsoft Word.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, let's see if we hold the VWAP here for CEI. That's what it's got to do. It's got to hold the VWAP here. What did AMC end up doing today? So AMC is getting ready to test. So this is kind of what you want to see. Like you saw how AMC guys reclaimed this high. It reclaimed this VWAP, and then not only did it do that, but it held the VWAP, and then it started to break these highs. Now is when I would start seeing AMC as bullish. And again, that's what it's going to kind of take for CEI, in my opinion, to change kind of sentiment for a lot of traders. Is not only does it need to hold over the VWAP, but it needs to hold that level and then push up to test these highs first. Then it's kind of like a cup and handle looking thing. No real trends in anything else. I'm up about 20 on the day, but no real trends in anything else, guys, for me. If we look at the SPY itself, it's very sideways up and down over the VWAP. AMD is actually trending against the market, so it's down below the VWAP level. Apple's kind of doing the same thing as CEI, where it's trying to break over it. Another one that's moving is AEHR. So AEHR, great volume today, or good volume today, not great, honestly, up to 1914s. But the SPY is starting to reverse and head back up, and so the market's going from sideways, testing the high of this range on the SPY. And so the first thing we want to see if we want the sentiment to change. And again, guys, for all those trading futures like James, Tiny, I know, who started trading futures. When y'all are trading futures, the thing you have to stop yourself from doing is trading this, right? Like you could see, like I traded futures this morning and then I completely stopped once I noticed it was starting to sideways trend, right? So I'm still up, 175 or whatever on the day, but I haven't traded in the last 20, 30 minutes because the SPY is not picking a trend, right? And your job as a futures trader is to condition yourself to not force it when the SPY is doing this, because if you do, you're usually going to lose. CEI starting to scare shorts. Yeah, it's certainly possible for CEI. Let's see if it holds this 225 level right here. This 225 level, $250 level over the VWAP, previous support level below. Let's see if it holds that. What are you guys doing today? Also, guys, if you want to check out BitGet, apparently BitGet's got APIs too, but BitGet is super dope. It allows you to do all this other stuff. I found some really profitable copy traders. So let me see if I can find them. But these copy traders are legit. Some of these guys are absolutely killing it, man. Honestly, I've thought about really practicing crypto trading and becoming a copy trader myself, but I've got a lot of work to do because it's just so tempting. I mean, earning 10% of the profit on other traders seems great. If I could earn 10%, if I make somebody if I make all my traders $1 million, then I get 100,000. That's pretty tempting. Now you got to be good if you're gonna do it. This Daniel Lee guy is probably the best because again, this is probably my favorite guy lately because he shorts and goes long, which is kind of the trader I want. I don't want somebody to just average into long positions because they never go short. But if we look back at his gains, very impressive, huge gains too. And so, he's been trading for at least a month on this platform as well, which is good. Made about 240% total. And not too bad.
Yeah. I actually go short and long on crypto as well.
I think you have to.
Yeah, exactly. Because with crypto, you're basically trading uptrend and downtrend. You're trading support and resistance most of the time. You're not trading a breakout like you can with stocks. Not often anyway.
Right. For sure.
So it's
you got to be disciplined enough to kind of take both sides, really,
Yeah, you do. And I think that honestly, I think one of the most challenging things with crypto is just taking the fees into account.
Right. Yeah, for sure. The fees are high in any platform I've ever used, and that's the big thing that a lot of these new age cryptocurrencies are trying to work on improving. Is just the fees,
Yeah.
I did honestly, the same thing. Or go ahead.
I was going to say, honestly, I think we're kind of in the golden era of cryptocurrency. I mean, I think the Bitcoin and all that stuff, that was like the Model Ts, the first type cars, now we're in the the 1950s, 1960s of cars
Right.
in regards to crypto, where you got all these cool things coming out.
But it's not at the ceiling yet,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. It's an interesting market. I used to be a crypto hater, man. You know what I mean? But then it's like when you really look at some of the gains that are potentially there in the crypto world, like what I find the most fascinating with cryptocurrencies is finding some of these early coins. And if you can vet the technologies well enough, finding some of these early coins and then betting on them when they're cheap, like sheep. I don't know about sheep. I don't know how I feel about sheep, but finding some early coins just like that, eventually some of these coins are going to be huge. Like Dogecoin was kind of like sheep. Now it's freaking 20 something cents a share, and a lot of people got rich off of Dogecoin. And so finding some of these early technologies and then betting on those makes a lot of sense. And I think that they're going to be some of the largest percentage gains in any market. And the fact that it's completely, the fact that the crypto market is how it is, where anybody can use it, is super endearing, And so, hey, if you want to check it out, like I said, I forgot to post this, or I posted the BitGet link earlier. There's the link right there. If you want to copy trade, you can copy trade on Follow Copy Traders. If you want to just invest into certain cryptos, they have that as well. It's called spot trading. If you want to trade crypto futures, you can as well. And they do allow US signups. They do allow KYC verification in the US. And that's pretty dope because a lot of these futures trading crypto platforms do not offer U.S. residents to verify themselves and to do the know your channel, I think it's called, or know your
customer.
Know your customer, yeah. And so the fact that it's kind of the universal standard of verification, and BitGet does allow U.S. users to use it, which is pretty rare. And so again, check them out if you haven't already. The link is in the chat. Just scroll up. RENN has a lot of people talking, so we can check that out. It's consolidating over the VWAP. It certainly looks interesting. It's just today's one of those days where I'm just very selective over what I get involved with in the market. It's one of those days where I'm not forcing anything today because it's Friday. It's too risky. Fridays I usually get myself in trouble, and so it's like when you look at the SPY, and the SPY has literally stayed in the same range, the same first 10-minute range that it made, and it's still in that range, then it's a pretty choppy day. If we look at the top of the range in the first 5 minutes, here's the top, here's the bottom, and the SPY has stayed in that range. And so since that, we're just not going to trade anything right now. It's too sideways and choppy. Now another thing you could do is if you think the market's going to push up, you can see some of this stuff like Apple try to correct, like Apple's up to 140s. AMD's pretty down towards these lows. But right now, we're just kind of sideways. AEHR is one of my favorite looking penny stock, or not penny stocks, I guess, anymore. It's at $19. But yeah, it's just a slow day, so y'all be careful. It's a Friday.
So Grom bounced off that $5. It's back at 520s. And so it ended up holding through that pullback. And it literally came 2 cents above my risk level. When I was like, I think I got to cut this thing. But it's back up. I'm currently back in profit on it. At like $2, but
green is good. It's Friday, bro. It's Friday.
Yeah, right. So it's looking like it did a pretty long consolidation. It's looking like there could be some movement here to test these highs, test this 530 level anyway.
Right.
So.
Yeah,
this one is
it doesn't look too bad. Just seeing if it holds over the VWAP is key, I think.
Yeah, basically.
We can look up the short data for this one too. ROM has yesterday's short volume ratio was 25%. Today's short volume ratio is 34%. Change of 9%. So squeeze potential there. Let's look at the actual full short report here. So it only has a 2.34% short interest. So not super high. So maybe not, I guess, but CEI to $20 into the month, starting to trend. I don't know, bro. Maybe. Yeah, Grom is sideways too, like a lot of stuff. It's Friday, guys, so it is what it is. Market is actually pushing up some. So here goes the SPY pop. So the SPY's popping up. It's at 439s. So that's not too bad. Hey, done for the day. Got a lot to do around the house before the weekend gets here. Hope everyone has a great rest of the day and enjoy your weekend. Much love to everyone. See you back next week. Hey, thanks, James. You as well, brother. Have a good weekend, dude.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah, man, that's rough, dude.
Coming out.
Yeah. Mad about staying away from crypto. Had Bitcoin at 200, Doge at 2. Doge 2 years ago.
Yeah, I
Decided
was
enough to
bag
stay in.
holding like 6,000 Doge forever.
Yeah.
And then I just ended up selling it, 2019, 2020? Just for no money, you know.
Yeah. Honestly, I heard about what happened to the guy that created Doge. I heard that he gave all of his, he gave a huge chunk of his Dogecoin away for a car at the time, for like a $4,000 car or something like that. And because he didn't think it would ever be big, because he made it as a joke, you know. So he made it as a joke. He gave away like a bunch of it was like billions or whatever it was. I don't know how much he had, millions or billions of Dogecoin, and then it ended up ripping up and he lost millions of dollars because he gave all of it away for a car, because he created it as a joke. But it kind of shows that it's not about the actual strength of whatever it is, it's about people's perception. So
yeah, I think that Shiba Inu is interesting just because first up, being added to Coinbase, that's huge, but also with them getting, there was an activist investor or something like that bought like $1.7 billion worth of Shiba Inu, and then bought another like 230 million like the next day. I could be wrong on those numbers, but I know it was over $1 billion.
Yeah, something in that range, you know.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, if one person's willing to put $1 billion into that thing, I mean,
you gotta have some confidence and credibility there too, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Look at SDC, guys. SDC's ripping up to 7 here. So SDC popped pretty big. At the same time, the range isn't huge. So like SDC is up, but it's up like 60 cents. So like while this move looks amazing, it's still a 60% move. It's still a 60-cent move. So it's it's not a huge move here. And in terms of like green on the day, really this move is only 30 cents. So we're 30 cents green on the day. So it's not a huge move. What's the float of SDC is really what we should figure out here.
And that's always like my first step, dude.
105 million. So it's a larger float stock, which again kills the range, you know. Same exact problem with SNDL is that the float's large relative to the price of the stock. And so the general rule is that the cheaper the stock and the larger the float, the worse the company is, you know. And so, again, SNDL is kind of the poster boy for this, which is 70-cent stock, $2 billion in the float, probably not a healthy company. I thought he gave the coins to charity, but he made like nothing from it. I'm not sure. I heard that. I can't guarantee any of that's true either. I have no idea. I read that somewhere.
It's all stories.
Yeah, for sure. It's all rumors, you know. But yeah, guys, honestly, I'm probably gonna close it down now. We'll have a few different shorts, YouTube shorts that drop on some of the little nuggets of knowledge from the stream today. So be on the lookout for those. Also, remember, guys, that we are not publishing the stream. We are not putting the stream replay up on YouTube. We're going to put some other stuff out, so just be ready for that. Good luck in the market, guys. Remember, if you want to help support the channel, check out BitGet. Depositing on BitGet, guys, is super easy. All you have to do to deposit, there's 2 ways. You can buy stuff on Coinbase and just send it over to BitGet very easily. If you want to do futures trading, because Coinbase doesn't have futures trading, it doesn't have copy trading. So you can just deposit on Coinbase and just send it over to BitGet, or you could buy directly off of BitGet itself. You just go to buy crypto and say, hey, I want to buy $500 worth of Bitcoin using Visa card, using Master, or $500 worth of USDT, or whatever you want to do, Apple Pay, Google Pay, and then you just click purchase at the bottom right. Again, you have to make sure you deposit over $135 if it's USDT, $136 and $136. So it looks like, or $150 if it's Bitcoin, $154.40. So make sure you read the transaction limit in terms of this. Make sure you read the limits here. It needs to be at least 154, basically at least $155 in deposits if you do it that way. And yeah, guys, if you want to check BitGet out, here's the link. They do have a lot of really cool stuff with copy trading, futures trading. You could practice paper trading on there. There's the link. Also, go check out Top Step. Top Step funds traders in the futures market, and you can see we made some in the futures market today, trading the same strategies we use in stocks. Like these are the same strategies that we use in stocks, So we do trade the same setups, the same strategies on Top Step, and you can try to get funded in the futures market if you check out this link. Also, guys, I forgot to push this enough today, but check out Benzinga. Benzinga's got a free trial going on. Actually, I think I posted this once, but Benzinga has allows you to have a 2-week free trial of their platform, and Benzinga is super cool and super useful, guys. Really thorough platform. Allows you to look up all types of data, super up to date with news, great scanners, just very thorough platform. And you can try them out for free if you sign up for their free trial. Here's the link. Check them out. I don't even think you need a credit card number to sign up for their free trial. But yeah, check out Benzinga. There's the link in chat right there. Shout out to Henry for that $10 donation. He said, Green Day to end the week. Have a great weekend, bro. See you Monday. Hey, thank you, Henry. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you to everybody else that supported the channel. Check out Joel's content as well. Joel came back on stream, so check out joelstraight.com. Here's his link.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, brother, if you want to say anything else before we go.
Obviously everyone brought that error to my attention today. So first off, thank you. Because that one's new to me. But also, if you guys could hit me up in Discord for now, and then I'll get the error fixed today, and then hit you guys with the link and let you know when it's done. So hit me up in Discord. You can find me in what's that?
Do you want me to put your Discord or my Discord? Do you have a Discord?
Yeah, well, no, I don't have my own like a Discord server.
Okay.
Well, I do have a Discord server, just it's a private one.
Okay, but you just mean mine, so I'll put that in the chat here.
Yeah, just friend me on Discord, if that makes sense. You can just drop my username there or something like that, and then y'all hit me up there, and I'll let you know when it's fixed. So,
nice, man. Hey, thanks, Adam. Yeah, thanks, James. But yeah, guys, y'all check out his site. There's the link. It's joelstraight.com, JOELSTRAIGHT.com. And then his YouTube channel is right here. I'll post this here as well. So y'all check that out. Again, look for some shorts coming from me. We're going to have some content like that dropping soon. Here is his YouTube channel. Y'all go sub to the man. And we'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend, team. We'll see you guys later.
Peace out, y'all.